us to having one person asleep, which was Sir Coven, and just trying different anti-magic spells to see what would work. I believe it was protection from good and evil works, but only for 10 minutes, since that's the length of the spell. Dispel magic works, but it's an ability. It's a check. It's not just guaranteed. Uh, Lilavati tried to spell magic twice. The first time it worked, and the second time it didn't. Both times, whatever is doing this tried to send some of us to Sleepy Land. Namely Dakar and Lilavati again. Didn't work either time. And as we were discussing on like what to do, like if we wanted to draw out the creature even more, we hear a word that the encampment is under attack. It's now sunrise and we're exhausted.
But how did our discussion with Lieutenant IE end? Like, didn't we agree to some terms or?
Or offered to be an emissary between the Dragonborn and the Deep Wardens. Then the curse gets brought up.
Okay.
So like we're on good terms with them for now, and the idea is that we'll try and make it so that the Wardens don't kill everyone. But
And Lilavanti has issues with the warden, correct?
she has issues with the leaders of the leader of the Warden, Cyrus specifically, not the
But
Wardens
not
in
the wardens
general.
themselves. Okay. Sweet.
Alrighty. So, Toss, for one reason or another, you decided to take a break from these strange people and make your own way to the destination that they had described. You traveled through the woods for a bit, as you're used to traveling alone. But eventually, and you kind of figure out where the destination is. This camp of Dragonborn that they've kind of set up in this forest. Um, but pretty soon night would begin to fall. Would you have tried to camp, like make your own little camp outside, or go in and kind of try to find a better place to rest inside this camp where all these Dragonborn are?
Um, in my mind, the Dragonborn are unfriendly. Probably. I mean, I think that about everyone, but
Mhm.
um, I'd probably not go in.
Okay.
I wouldn't do a fire or anything. I don't do things like that.
Okay.
I just
Um,
if I could find a hole to sleep in.
yeah, easy enough. Alright, give me one sec. Alright, if you could join me in the Whisper channel real quick. Hello.
Hello?
Um, give me one sec. Alrighty, so one thing you did notice as you were kind of wandering through the woods heading towards this place is that you noticed that the trees seem darker and taller. Something always seems to be moving out of the corner of your eye. You know Sharoner is dangerous, but now you're really beginning to feel an utter dread. What have you gotten yourself into coming here? Is there a safe way out? What will you do if you're attacked? Who knows what's just around the next bend? Um, but eventually you're able to find a comfortable enough campsite and you lay down to get some rest. Hold on. What are you thinking about as you go to sleep?
Um, I don't know what to make of the that group, but um, I think it best to keep my distance, at least for however long.
Okay, so filled kind of with a sense of caution, you slowly close your eyes and drift off to sleep. You're wandering the streets of Kurai Machi, blade in hand. You reach the central square, and the denizens of your hometown wander towards you. Black katanas pierce each of them in the chest, yet they continue on. Then you see Amahitu Nakunata approach, a sword in him as well. Thank you for saving me, Tat. The other citizens pick up the chant. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As despair and fury overcome you, you feel Kazushino take over. You enter a blind rage as you turn to strike at the nearest citizen. But when you feel your blade slice flesh, you realize it is not a denizen of Kuraimachi, but Storkoven. As his body collapses, you feel a sigh of enjoyment coming from the sword. But your fury does not subside, as the sword is not yet satisfied. You strike down the next target with the fury of a dragon, and see Lilavati's blood stain the ground beneath you. Only once you have killed Takara, Core, and Natalie as well do you finally awake from this nightmare. You're
Who's,
awake in the forest at night, and
who's
you do not.
Natalie?
Um, oh wait, no, I said the wrong thing. Ignore that. Um,
Proceed. Proceed.
yeah. So you struggle to sleep. You do not gain the benefits of a long rest, but you do get a short rest if that helps you out at all. Um, and
Okay.
the next morning, you head towards the camp. Um, and hear a shout, "We're under attack!" And then we'll pick up with the other guys.
Sweet. Sweet.
The bottom is like metal, but it's still fairly. What?
Alrighty. So the rest of you, after a long night, struggling to sleep, struggling to find out what's happening, as the dawn begins to rise, you hear a shout from one of the Dragonborn on the other side of the camp. "We're under attack!" You make your way over there, and as you come to the edge of the camp, near where you entered, you see Badaz back at his post, and he's holding out a spear. Uh, at the tree line, not far away, you hear something moving through the trees. Loud, heavy thumps. You hear the snapping of branches and twigs. Then you see, to your shock, a tree trunk flying over other trees, crashing into a building nearby. Then an enormous beast emerges from between the trees, heading in your direction. This is what you see. It's charging towards the encampment. What do you do?
Try and find some cover.
Alright, so there's plenty of like wooden posts set up around here that you can get behind. Um, what about the rest of you? And Freya is with you right now, Takara.
Okay, cool. Is Sorkoven still like passed out?
I think he woke up.
Okay. Well, either if he is, I'll wake him up. If not, whatever. And I'll kind of do the same. I'll try to get to the side, not just be like in the middle of a road or whatever, but try to get to maybe like around some tents or something, just so it doesn't have direct eyesight
Okay.
to me.
You see Dragonborn moving around the camp trying to get prepared for this, but they're not ready for this attack. You see the creature run up to Badaz, and he's holding his spear like, ah! And the creature brings a giant misshapen claw down and smack him, and he flies maybe 30 feet before crashing against part of the wooden wall of Al Hadan and slumps to the ground, unmoving.
Well,
Rocket Man.
oof. I guess I'll just scream out to everyone.
I would like to summon Mozilla like right now.
All right. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no, my weakness.
Did I get that off before initiative or?
That'll be your first. You can do that on your first turn.
Dang it.
All right. So we'll do.
What if instead, Chris, I get an automatic 10 on initiative? Initiative? And just because you know you think I'm cool.
Is initiative an ability check?
It is
I'll take
technically an
your word.
ability check.
I'll take your silence as a yes.
Is that okay?
Oh.
Should I roll for Freya or do we share initiative?
She'll act on your turn.
Okay.
Why is my token at a 45-degree angle?
Manga part 2.
Alrighty. All right, Sarkovan. You can roll initiative.
Oof.
Um,
Didn't work.
alright, Alrighty. Um, Toss, you're up first.
Oh, you're muted.
Did you roll for me? Because I didn't
Oh
roll.
yeah, I did.
Okay, thank you. The hell? What do I see? I see the creature, and I see what else? I don't see anything on the screen, but
You're on like the far right side of the screen.
oh, am I?
Here.
Is it the battle map? I'm not. I don't have a token.
Wait.
It says I don't have a token.
Let's see. Try refreshing the page for me.
All right. Sorry for the delay, audience. William, a word from our sponsor?
This session of Dungeons and Dragons is brought to you by Tony Fettuccine's Pizzeria, now open off of I-12. Tony Fettuccini. Nice to meet him.
Yes, it's
Could you
canon
say
now.
nice
Gold.
to meet him?
It's not loading.
That's not.
Try again.
The
Okay.
detail of off of I-12 was moi.
Appreciate it.
I don't know.
Do you still see nothing?
Yeah, hold on. Trying again. Now it's just not loading. Alright, let's see. Try again. Join game session. Alright, it's loading now. Blank. Like, not even.
Um,
Oh, it's loading.
cool.
Sometimes it just takes a while.
Yeah, this map has a lot of tokens on it.
I'm in. I'm
Alright,
in.
cool.
I don't know how to play this character though, so that's good. Wow. Far away is that? Let's see. Oh my word. That's not what I wanted to do.
Might be like here.
Which was a big thing.
Yes.
So
Big,
is
nasty
this
looking.
creature attacking this encampment?
Yes. It just killed a kobold, or at least knocked him out.
So
There's
wait,
another
okay,
kobold
hold on.
standing there.
So I assume I see the party
Yeah. I mean, you can
within
see
the
whatever
encampment,
you can see.
and they're not attacking.
They seem to be preparing a defense. Like they're getting behind cover,
Oh,
starting to
so
cast a magic.
I was under the impression that they were going to fight these people, right?
Nope.
Doesn't seem like it.
No, I know that now, but when I left them, was that the impression I had?
I don't know.
Confused.
Joe, I think I may have said that once in character and then was corrected immediately because I was mixing up two of our missions. But we established that we were not actually trying to attack the camp, but
Yeah,
go to
because
it
of
and see what's up.
Ferrari.
Yeah,
Right,
but
but
Takara
weren't
did
these
say that
people
once.
killing the people in that city?
What?
I may have said too much, but I think that's what happened.
Weren't these Dragonborn assaulting the city?
Haas would know nothing about this,
Joe is asking.
but like I don't know.
The Dragonborn have been in conflict with the military of Sharoner. There have not been any like direct attacks on cities or anything like that. The Sharoner army is trying to kick the Dragonborn out of the forest. The Dragonborn are trying to set up a home here. That's what.
Okay. I don't want to take too much time up with this, but there was a city that we were trying to rush to because the Dragonborn were attacking, right?
Um,
It was across the water, and we're skirting around to get there.
this place is on the opposite side of the lake from Kinatra. And it was being attacked by or Farah had mentioned a black dragon was attacking it.
Right, I knew that.
But it is, I guess the confusion is that it's a city of Dragonborn that Farah said was being attacked by a black dragon. Um,
It's a city of
or
Dragonborn, but the
more of an
Dragonborn
encampment.
attacked the people that were there.
No.
Right?
No.
The Dragonborn were never attacking the city. The city was made up by Dragonborn.
Yeah, they built this place.
They built this place. But
Yes.
what about the
This
one?
is the city. We are here.
So confused. Cool. All right. I will. I guess I don't know if I need to roll for stealth, but I'm gonna try to stealth.
You can hide.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll stealth.
Gotta find my character sheet again.
You can double click on your token to open it up.
Thank you. Is that an action to do?
I'll say you did it before we rolled initiative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean you're kind of between the trees in the shadows. This creature has a lot of eyes on it though.
Yeah. Can't move in this space. Trying to move through this. Can't move through these trees.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, do I see this? What is that thing? That white thing
Wait,
behind
where?
Takara?
Yeah, Takara, if you'd like to explain or describe at least.
Yeah, out of character. No one actually has seen this before last session, but Takara can summon a mount, basically.
Dope.
And that is a crag cat named Freya.
Okay. And so Freya doesn't look like it's attacking you.
Right now, Freya would probably be next to me looking fiercely at the giant
Sweet.
beast.
Okay. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, but can you come back to me? I don't know what to do.
All right, and we can you can just sit and watch for a turn, take the dodge action if something attacks you.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, well, this one dude I have is basically just representing all the people in the camp. Some of the Dragonborn begin moving to try to help out. But y'all kind of got there first. So they're basically form a wall of spears and are kind of preparing to see what this creature does. Lilovati, you're up.
I'm gonna kind of move over, see if I can see the thing more.
Yeah, so you're kind of like on a small hill, and you can see over these like wooden posts that are making up this wall. So you can see it pretty well, but you also have a lot of cover.
Where is it?
Right here.
I don't see anything right there. There's like no token.
That is weird. Can anyone else see it?
The unspeakable horror, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, like there's nothing on that square for me.
I might need a refresh then.
I can see it too. It's a big boy.
That's weird.
Or
There's a thing I can do
Windows.
where I can preload a scene before I move y'all to it, and I gotta get in the habit of doing that more because I think that solves a lot of these problems.
I'll wait for it to load 80 tokens. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't. Can I not move then?
Sure.
Okay. Get my stuff out again. The distance on this? 30 feet. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna summon Mozilla, like right next to me. That's
Mm-hmm.
gotta find that tip. And then Mozilla's gonna try and shoot at the damn thing.
Nice. It says you targeted it, but didn't do that stuff automatically. That's fine. Anyway, so that hits. The 16 hits.
Let me just check something real quick. Up.
And Takara, you're up next.
You got it, boss.
To go to D&D Beyond because I don't know how to find this ability. So yeah, just that's gonna be flat damage then.
Alright.
It is 9 fire damage apparently.
Oh, not mock. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Takara, you and Freya are up. Can mix up
Okay.
your movement and actions or however you want.
Oh, cool. All right. First things first. I'm gonna cast Bane on Big Boy. If my keyboard would ever connect, that is. Still no. Okay. Sweet.
There it is.
So if I understand this correctly, it failed. So now,
Yes.
every attack roll or saving throw, it has to subtract a d4 from its roll, right? As long as I hold concentration.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And then for a bonus action, I shall actually I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember the last time I've asked you this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't use both a spell that is an action and a spell that's a bonus action on the same turn, or can
Correct. You cannot.
I? Okay. In that case, I won't use a bonus action instead. But Freya will. Sorry. Freya will move here and hold her action until the creature either. Well, I guess I can't say either until the creature starts um, uh, doing something hostile, or until it's engaged in combat, basically.
Okay. I mean, it's just took a swing at one of the kobolds and is about to take a swing at the other.
Oh, true. Then can I? I don't think I could have moved that far anyway. Oh, actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna move in and attempt to bite. I think.
Already.
Yeah, bite.
Yeah, that misses.
Well, yeah. Okay, and that's it. That's my turn.
Alrighty. The Alright, so you see another arm sprout out the back of this creature as that new arm swipes towards Freya. Um, hits dealing 27 points of damage. And she needs to make a Constitution saving throw as this new arm is dripping with poisonous ichor.
Oh no. Okay.
She is poisoned until the end of her next turn.
Yikes.
Poisoned. Oh, but well, rolled a 22 to hit, so I don't think your D4 would have been enough to negate it.
No.
Then it will the same limb that struck Badaz will strike the other kobold. And flings it over here. And then the third remaining limb will reach and rip out a section of the fence right here. So now that's opened up. That's its turn. Sarkovan, you're up, and Core, you're up next.
I cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh.
So I think I'm gonna. It affects everybody, huh?
In the 30-foot cube, but I think you can probably position it to where it just gets the creature.
Okay, but I was hoping I could cover a little bit more area in case he tries to move forward. It's not worth it though.
I mean, it when you cast it, it applies the condition, and then the condition will ask for the full duration, whether or not he moves.
Oh. So, but he succeeds. No. All right. In that case.
Oh wait, what's your Takara, roll a d4 because of Bane.
Yes. Thank you.
It says DC 16, so yeah, it fails.
Bane OP.
Let's see, do I have a hypnotic pattern icon? Let's go with that.
So it's incapacitated and has a speed of 0?
Yes, as all of the lights along this creature's body just start flashing all sorts of different colors as it kind of loses its momentum and hovers, or not hovers, but like stands weakly in its space. So it is incapacitated. Cool. Is that your turn, or do you have a bonus action?
I'm gonna end my turn there.
Alright, Core, you're up.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, and hypnotic pattern ends if it takes damage.
Mm-hmm. So we need to. We should chain up a wombo, or try to at least.
Let me think. In that case, I'm gonna going to move up to here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to hold my action, hold an attack for when either I'm gonna wait for other people to start attacking it before I attack as well.
Okay.
Hold for Wombo.
Hold for Wombo, exactly.
Alright. Toss, you're up.
Wombo.
I glide forward.
Mm-hmm.
So it's incapacitated?
Yes. The creature just seems
Yep.
to be standing there in sort of a daze as Sarkoven's spell takes effect.
Well, as Core walks up, I glide forward
Mm-hmm.
up to its booty. I'm not able to move. Do I
That's
have?
weird. I'll move
Yeah.
for you. Somebody else had this problem at some point.
Hold on.
I did.
Do you remember how we
Hold
fixed
on.
it?
Let me try that again. Hold on.
What?
Oh, there you go. See? Oh, see. Too much.
If you make it, I need it, yeah.
Ah. All right.
At Pete's Cobbler. Yeah. Thanks.
Bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't forget everybody has that level of exhaustion because nobody slept last night. So that's disadvantage on all skill checks, but not attack rolls or saving throws.
Nice. I had a whole round. I'm still not prepared. I will bonus action. I'm probably gonna do Crimson Right.
Okay.
I don't know what that is right now, but I'll figure it out. And then I will hold an attack because it looks like Core's got a sword. I'm just gonna do that. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn.
I do want to say one thing.
Uh-huh.
I just want to say. Actually, I don't. I don't say anything. I'm sorry. Take it back.
Alrighty. The end of your turn, you see you and a few others see someone step out from behind the trees.
Ewan McGregor. Hello there.
I
Hey.
freaking knew it. I knew
Uh,
I knew there wasn't just someone in a hanging out channel for no reason.
Hey, Jay.
He was
Welcome.
talking to
Yeah,
himself
I'm
as he
here.
always does. Oh,
I'm gonna stop watching the stream. Here, how I do? I can do. Alright. Yeah. Exhausted, halfling and a priest robed of a priest you may or may not recognize, of a god you may or may not recognize. Stumbles in from out of town. And looks very annoyed. Yeah, I think. I'm gonna give it a nasty purple eye look, and it's gonna glow. Wait. Never mind. That's good. Never mind. I thought that was the reverse of what it is. No, I'm just gonna walk up and I'm gonna is it? Yeah, I'm gonna toll the dead on it. Spell book.
Alrighty, that'll end
Did you
the.
make good and bad toll the dead, or did you not manage that feat?
Oh, I don't think I did.
Okay. I think I know how to, but I'm just gonna slash. I'm
That'll
gonna just
end
roll.
the hypnotic pattern though, just so you're aware.
Oh, it's on
Or
it's hypnotic pattern. Oh, never mind
yes.
then. What's? I need to make sure I just looked at my. I don't think 16 is the right AC, but I could be wrong. No, that sounds right. 13 AC plus 2
13 from chain shirt, 1 from dex, 2 from shield.
from shield. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't remember why I thought I had more than that. I really don't want to cast spells at this point. Like real spells. Oh, I can. Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be a rogue. So I'll guide the rogue looking guy that's trying to looks like they're trying to maybe get backstabby looking things. I don't know if that's actually what's going on, but I don't recognize them.
So guidance.
Can I make any wisdom check to check if that person actually is trying to do stealth, sneak attack type things or stealth type things?
Sure, make an insight check.
Disadvantage, right?
Yeah, this individual seems to be moving pretty stealthily, but not in any way that would really give a mechanical benefit in this situation. The creature, although dazed, seems to be aware of
Their
their
presence.
presence. Yeah.
And the big creature's been being mauled by the
Yes.
big bear thing is being mauled by the warped thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna prepare Toll the Dead for when it steps out when it pops when it wakes up.
Alrighty.
And that's my go.
We'll send one of these guys comes around. Lieutenant makes it a little bit further over. I'll kind of move up, but they are very hesitant to face this thing. Will Vati, you're up.
So for spells that say like when the creature enters the spell's area for the first time, does that always trigger like? Does that trigger anything during the cast if you cast it on top of them?
What spell are you thinking of?
Moonbeam.
There is when a creature enters the spell's area or starts its turn there. So I would say if you cast Moonbeam right now, it would not trigger until the creature starts its turn.
Okay.
Does it let you move on the first turn? I always confused me. Anyway, never mind. Don't listen to me.
I'm going to prepare a cast of Moonbeam, and Mozilla's going to prepare one of its flaming darts. I'll call out to Takara. When you're in position, I'll let everything go, or I'll release the spell.
Okay.
Or I say that to the group. When Takara's ready, we strike.
Alrighty, well, Takara, you're up.
Is everyone else holding an action already, or I thought Sarkovan goes after me, or
Sarkovan
will it
does
or
not
will
have
it
a held
fade before
action.
then?
That'll last for a minute. You got time. Huh.
Let me check that.
Um,
Oh, so even if
okay.
okay, so it'll stay after my turn.
I feel like either that one or like the big backpack would
The
probably that one.
incapacitation. Oh,
Like the
this is-
normal school backpack that we have.
Unless you poke it.
I think so.
Right.
So I think that one. Because that's like the biggest one we have
Um,
that's not a full school backpack.
Oh,
I'm just gonna wait
I
for
have
it
a
Yeah,
to
I mean,
weird
I'll wear it.
question. Can we just like pick it up and wander away?
Yeah,
It did not get a save on its turn. It's
it doesn't.
It is
No, it doesn't
incapacitated
want to save.
Oh.
until it is takes damage or someone uses an action to wake it up.
Fucking just we
polymorph
just
into a squirrel and take it off.
wait. And you're gonna drop it or drop the spell or?
Sorry, I'm not the one who cast a spell. It was
Oh,
Sarkovan who's next.
so what
But,
does your squirrel play?
We don't actually have this. I don't think. I was saying that we should just polymorph into a squirrel.
To a
and just
squirrel and then
fucking
wander away with it. Yeah.
throw it off a cliff or something. Yeah.
I might have
Do
done
we have
that in
bags
Dave's
of
Okay.
campaign.
Do we have bags of
You
holding
did.
yet?
Oh my god.
Polymorph into a squirrel, yeet into a bag of holding.
That's gruesome. Unspeakable, some might say. Okay, I will.
Good.
Oh, what the fuck is Takara's accent again? It's been so long. I've done so many accents since then.
Babushka?
Lilvati, I like your plan. Babushka, I like your plan, but one amendment: we go on Sarkovan, and Sarkar will move. Can I just jump on top of Freya?
Sure.
I don't. Yeah. And I'll hold a sword swing. Oh, sorry. Actually, real quick, I wanted to do a bonus action. 1 second.
Is there any way Natalie can actually recommend the idea of just wandering away and like putting this somewhere else, put this monster somewhere else? Can I speak up about that idea that
Yeah.
I have come up with in retrospect?
Yeah.
Because it's like not my turn anymore.
No, that's fine. Takara, is that your turn?
I am also gonna use actually, you know what? No, that is my turn, and then Freya is gonna hold a bite as well.
Alrighty. The creature spins around in a circle, and as you see it, like it's one of its arms retracts into its body, and another one comes out, but they don't do anything. Sarkovan, you're up, and all of you hear Natalie's idea or suggestion.
Guess I just
Should we?
say
Can we only?
we only have a minute. Do you think we can?
A fair point. Maybe killing is better. Your call. No, does anyone have the spell magic circle?
I'm
A couple
going
sessions
to
ago, we might have.
Let me make sure that does what I think it does.
Then 5 rounds casting spark on everyone.
No, because unfortunately I have.
Get the buffs up, guys.
Pre-pull.
I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level on core, which means it'll get 2d8 lightning on hit, basically. And then I also spend my action, giving an inspiration to. What's the range on that?
I did figure out a way to make custom conditions, so now you can see core is properly sparked.
Nice. Gonna give it to Tost.
And that's a bardic inspiration for you.
Nice. Which is a D8. And I'll end my turn.
Core, you're up. So you can continue to hold your action, unless somebody decides to do something otherwise.
Okay. I'll just say to everyone, are we good to go, or are we holding off still?
I'm either way.
Okay.
I like the slow reveal of which direction.
I will attack the creature.
Alrighty, make your
My
attack
javelin.
roll. And you have, do you have advantage? I don't remember if
Incapacitated.
did that give advantage?
There we go.
Incapacitated. Can't
Yes,
take
it
actions or
does.
reactions.
It does give advantage.
Does it get? Does only the first attack get advantage because it's not incapacitated once you hit it?
No, because all of the hits are going off at exactly the same moment.
No,
Okay.
incapacitated means it cannot take actions or reactions. So it does not say anything about advantage. Neither is charmed. Which I actually don't think it gave it. Oh no, it is charmed. It is incapacitated. It has a speed of 0. No, you don't have advantage on it.
Okay.
So it's still like able to defend itself, but it's such in like a daze that it can't really do much else.
Gotcha. More confused, if anything, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hypnotized, you might say. Nice. Yours worked. Oh, and you get the spark damage too.
Yes. What was that again?
2d8.
2d8.
Oh.
We're just gonna do this. Instead, we're just gonna do this. It's an extra 14.
Nice.
Okay, and then I will attack it again.
Cool.
That one does not. Not much I can do for bonus. So that's my turn. I guess everyone.
Alrighty.
Whenever everyone else
Yeah.
does
So
this stuff.
before your turn, Toss, we'll just do them in turn order. So Toss, your held action triggers.
I attack.
I don't talk like that. I attack.
Not Miss Universe.
Not yet.
I think I gotta target it somehow.
Alt click.
Yeah. I don't have that.
Right
Don't
click.
forget,
It's
you have
option
a handy dandy
purple.
inspo.
Oh, that's right. What is that? Plus D8 to my.
Attack or damage, I think. Let me see.
You can choose after seeing the roll, but before knowing the
Knowing the
results,
outcome.
which doesn't
Oh,
really
I
work.
can do I can do it on damage.
When you know all the numbers?
I don't think you can. I think a certain type of bard lets you do it on damage, but I don't think Sir Coven is that type of bard.
No.
Correct. You can only do it on attack roll or saving throw or ability check.
Okay. How I click it, Chris? Just trying to get it in the. Oh, okay, wait. I remember.
On Mac, it's option click.
No, Joe's got it targeted. You click on the icon to attack with the weapon.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so
Yeah, it
after
literally just says hit. You can't really
So I hit it.
afterthought.
Does it
All
show
right.
you what you rolled, Joe?
An 8. You
Rolled
rolled
an
eight.
8.
Okay, I see. I don't see a number. Weird.
Me neither.
I rolled an 8. It's because my sword is
Hidden or something?
weird. Remember? No, remember?
I
No,
mean-
wait, no.
It was doing this last time we were in a fight with Tost.
Oh, okay.
Remember? You said you were gonna fix it.
Oh yeah. I say a lot of things. I'm gonna write it down.
How upset will Toss be if I call them taste?
You probably just get banned
Yeah, that's fair.
from the game.
That's,
In my
that's,
mind.
that seems acceptable.
Um. All right. So just roll damage.
Acceptably lenient.
Wait, but I can add things
Uh,
because
I
I,
mean,
got my
you-
Crimson Right.
yes, you get Crimson Right damage and the base sword damage.
Showing things.
Yeah, I can see the damage roll, but in my in like a hidden thing, not the normal damage roll.
Yeah, it's quite hidden. It did do damage to the monster, though, I think.
Yes, it did.
I saw it.
Whenever y'all do damage, it shows me the before and after the monster's hit points in a secret GM thing, so I can see that.
That's good.
Maybe I should roll on D&D Beyond or something.
No, not allowed.
Also a bannable offense.
Gonna have to type in all the numbers manually, which I guess is not that much work, but. Do you have a second attack?
I do, but I can hold 2. I can do 2.
Yeah, you hold the
You
attack
hold
action,
the
which is-
action, and then in the one action, you do 2 attacks.
Ooh. Yeah.
There it is. That time it showed up.
Oh, maybe it's because I had something typed. I didn't send
Oh,
it though.
maybe. Weird.
The hell is going on here?
Your
That's
casual
spoilers.
Oh,
Kazushino.
dude, get it off. Get it off, Chris. Get it off.
That is a
That is the-
long fucking description.
All right.
That
I'm
is a
just doing
weapon.
GM.
A disturbing weapon, I think.
I didn't read it.
No, I'm not. I only know because I heard some. Oh, was that a secret? Was that whisper that I
Oh,
accidentally heard?
Joe's using his Bonkai.
I don't know what that means,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
but I suggest James. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I attacked again. Okay, somebody else go.
Yes, damage happened. Natalie has a held action.
yeah, I'm gonna toll the most. Oh, right. I should have been doing the thing in the meantime. Oh well.
Takara, if you want to roll a d4 for Bane against for
I'm
its
gonna-
save.
Let's see. I'm gonna try. Oh no, it says versatile damage. Maybe that'll work. Can you throw me a saving? Can you click the saving throw with the monster, or what do I do to make it make a saving throw?
Oh,
I can like target it.
21. But
Minus
Yeah, 21's
3.
gonna pass.
-3 still passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No damage.
Then I don't doesn't do shit.
Lil Vati has held actions.
I'm just gonna go with Mozilla first since I already have the character sheet up.
Yep. Nice.
Ignore that second one. The damage, I think it went twice.
Yes, it did.
And then I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
All right, so that'll happen at the start of its turn. So it should let you create a thing. I can barely see it, but it's there, so okay.
It made this throw immediately.
That's
so
fine. It would have still passed.
-4?
I rolled a 22, so it would have had an 18, which is not to pass. Is that your turn?
Poop.
Still takes 4 though.
Yep.
Yeah, half damage. Alrighty, well that was your held action. Takara's and Freya's held actions.
Okay.
Is this thing a
Um,
shapeshifter, Chris? Shape changer?
Its shape
have a
can
true form.
change. No, it does not have a true form. All of its tentacles retract temporarily, or arms and tentacles, I guess, and then they all come back out.
It
It's definitely-
mutates. It's not shape changing. It's mutating.
I can
Neither
make
does
her-
Takara. Chop chop.
My name is Professor Xavier. Welcome.
Oh,
Choppy choppy.
you went to mutants. Nice.
You can call me Wheels.
Wow, what a terrible,
Oof.
terrible roll. Uno mas. Ah,
A 9 is not particularly terrible, I would argue.
well, it's not satisfying. It's not what I want.
So, yeah, it is insatisfactory. There's the words.
Do I want to Divine Smite?
Yes. What? I didn't hear anything.
Interesting. I'm getting a message from my god that I should.
Thank you.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's Divine Sense. Excuse me. I forgot how to Paladin. Why can I not find? Okay, there it is. Sorry. Okay. So that's an extra. Oops. It's D10. Okay. I'm gonna blame this on COVID, Chris. Give me a break.
BRB, I'm gonna go invent a cure for COVID to save my D&D game. Alrighty, so that's 6 from the smite.
6 radiant, yeah.
They
Nice.
kind of did invent a cure for COVID. I guess it's not perfect, but
If it's a vaccine, I already got them. And I got COVID anyway.
yeah, I mean, me too. I had
Yeah.
3 doses. Got fucked.
Alrighty, so that was
And,
Frey's got a held action.
and then Freya will. I think I said bite. Yeah. Freya will bite.
The bit of having the positive COVID test just right there to show to the screen is good.
Yeah. For evidence.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Big rolls.
That was the attack roll, yeah. So.
Ooh.
Dang, Freya did more damage than I did. What the fuck? Alright, that's it.
That was Takara. Sir Coven, did you have a held action? No, you sparked.
No.
And Core did his held action. So Toss, it's your turn now.
Stab it
Nice.
twice.
Oh,
Hey, it's that thing again with a lot of words.
Hey, Chris.
to make a different
Quick,
version of the
green
weapon that
cap.
doesn't.
Did I miss or hit?
You miss.
I'm gonna add my inspiration.
Okay. Do you remember what the roll was, Kevin?
It was a 14.
Alright, well the inspiration will make it hit.
Kevin coming in through.
You can roll your D8 if you want, but
No.
Coming in
Yes. I want. Oh, it's D10. Oh no, it's too many.
sometimes I think about stealing that rule from Pathfinder where if you beat an armor class by 10, it counts as a crit regardless of the roll.
Oh, rolled a 1.
Well, that's all you needed.
Yes. So I roll damage.
Yes.
Oh no, I needed to add something to that. How do I do that?
Add something to what?
To the damage.
Do you roll the damage?
That went
I
public
did.
I did not see
further
it.
than I wanted it to.
I know because frickin'.
Do you know what
You
you
guys
rolled?
saw my roll damage? Did you guys see me roll damage?
2d12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
did
got
not.
hit. It got just on the screen, but nothing happened.
Can you just add that 1 damage? Because I'm sure it'll make a big difference.
Well, what's the? That's from the Crimson Right, right?
Yeah,
I
Or
didn't see the
we
miss.
haven't seen you roll any dice since your attack roll, so we don't know what you've done.
I think the damage was done though, but I can't tell.
I don't think it was.
I think it was a 7.
All right, so 7 from
Plus
the
1 is 8.
D8, and then
But I thought it might have gone through because let me.
was it a 7 before or after adding your dex?
I didn't add my dex
Okay, so 7 plus dex plus the D6. So
plus
12.
proficiency.
I don't know. Damage
No,
roll.
proficiency does not go through a damage.
Yes, it does.
12, 13. All right, so
I don't know
13
what guys-
damage.
Game you're playing. I'm playing Pathfinder, baby.
It's a feat.
So your first attack missed, your second attack hit for
No,
14
my
damage.
first attack hit.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a
Oh yeah, because you
that was
did
the first
bargain
attack.
first. All right, so now you get your second attack. Hey, now it's hidden. I can see it, but no one else can. That's what we want. Yeah, that's a hit.
Damage. There we go.
Nice.
And as a bonus action, I hold aloft the scroll that I had been writing on this whole round. I was preparing my attacks with one hand, with the other. I had my calligraphy quill and scroll, and I was slashing across it with red ink. Hold it aloft for my bonus action. Sir Coven, I wrote you a haiku. 2 eyes only do you need, Sir Coven. This thing overcompensates. You are inspired. 1d6. And that's my turn.
Wow.
Alrighty, Nato, you're up.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm gonna
Awesome curveball.
call it's dead. Does this work? Did it ask you to make a saving throw?
No. If I click this, it does. And it
What are you doing to
has-
decrease its save throw?
What's up? Ooh, look at
Me?
Bane
Yeah.
is decreasing its roll.
No, it's
No, it's-
decreasing. It's Bane.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Someone, okay, you
That's
someone
probably
banged it. Sick.
Mhm.
Very
No
cool.
thanks. Okay.
I'm just chaotic neutral. Just fuck it.
Double its saving throw.
I
What?
I blessed it and then also baned it. Just depends on my mood.
Lesson Bane, solid. Especially for those of us who spam Toll the Dead.
Okay, yeah, so it passed that save. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I don't got other things right now.
Alrighty.
Chuck a knife at it.
Medgeld is gonna come around and throw a firebolt at it. But misses. Lulavati, you're up.
Well, let's see. I'm going to cast Produce Flame at the creature and attack it.
Nice.
Plus, I also get another D8 because Mozilla is summoned. An additional 7 fire damage.
Nice.
Then Mozilla will follow up with a Flame Seed.
Well done.
Oof.
Um, cool. So, how do you want to do this?
Let's make it so that my produce flame little bit I fire at the same time as Mozilla's flame seed, and they do a little twirly thing and then just impact the creature and it's one of its eyes.
As the creature is being pummeled by this volley of attacks, 2 days to even respond. Um, this final blow strikes it, and ooze and viscera falls all around as it screeches in pain before collapsing to the ground. Your weapons are dripping with ichor, but the strange beast seems to have been defeated. Here.
Can I make it so that the moonbeam that it's still underneath just cause it to like incinerate as it's dying?
Yeah. You're able to take care of that, no problem. As you burn it to ashes. What do you do? Several of the Dragonborn begin clapping and cheering.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sick. Hi guys. Where's your friend? You're missing a friend here. And you got a new one. How y'all doing?
That is a sore subject.
Sorry, come again? Also, can you turn down the
Net.
sound? It is loud. The music is loud.
If you right click on it, you can adjust its volume.
Oh, okay. So, sick. Was there some response to my greeting?
Yeah. That is a sore subject. But hello.
Hi. New friend. What's your name? I have not. My scrying missed you. I uh, uh, I just gesture at you. Oh, I'm gonna say taste because I forget it's tossed.
Tossed.
Tossed. Okay. Do you introduce? Do you have any interest in introducing yourself? Or are you gonna
I
nod?
will respond to you when I am ready.
Is that now or
So
later?
right on.
Sure, it can be now. I have a question for Chris, real
Yes.
quick. Did I recognize that creature?
The creature that you killed?
Yeah, the one I killed. Yes.
That's a poor old you. Make a I don't know. Pick an intelligence skill that reflects how Tost might know about this creature. Honestly,
You
any of
mean
them could
wisdom?
I'd also like
You mean a wisdom skill?
No, an intelligence
No.
skill.
I'd also like to do the same to see if it was the same as the thing I had divine sense.
Actually, no. This would
Oh.
be Arcana check.
Investigation.
Tost can make an Arcana check. Tost knows that there are many dark magics in the world, and this seems to be a creature birthed from such. You've never encountered anything like it before, but
What about this one?
pointing at Natalie.
Yeah.
You know what a halfling is.
Yeah, you know what a halfling is.
I don't think I do. But all right.
Yeah, you've done enough travel around these parts.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But well, make a history check though. See if you learn anything else.
Let me ask. All right. Here's a better question. What kind of vibe is she given?
That would be an insight check.
Do I want to trust her with
Make
something?
a vibe check.
Yeah.
That's what insight is. Insight is exactly a vibe check.
And Jay, you get to decide what happens based on a 17.
Oh, I look pretty friendly. Very tired. a little
You've been
annoyed.
through it.
What?
You've been through it.
Had a rough day. Um.
Annoyed.
Um.
We share that in common.
Um. Slightly. I'm gonna actually let me do a deception check real quick. I'm gonna just counter it with a deception.
Sure.
Disadvantage, right? Because I'm
Yeah, I mean, I
exhausted.
guess toss would have been a disadvantage as well, but whatever.
I'm not gonna.
I can roll disadvantage.
Sure.
Nice everywhere. Oh, is that for real? What I just got with disadvantage?
Yeah, because
Okay, so I'm friendly.
You rolled 3 die.
because
No, I rolled-
Natalie rolled a
Natural one.
19 and a 1, but has halfling luck, so got to
Of
re-roll the 1.
Of course.
Got a
Yeah.
17.
And
Yeah,
disadvantage natural 1.
yeah.
Naturally.
So,
Perfect.
yeah, friendly.
Perfect.
Does seems to think she's friends with the people you're traveling with.
And I have no reason to believe otherwise. So
Yeah, and very but also not hiding that they're tired, that she's tired.
yeah, I'll just say Temiko Hakaste.
That's your name? Namiko Hakaste?
I just nod.
Okay, nice to meet you. If you're traveling with these folk, I'm not too worried about you. So, what's your relationship with the town? I've been hanging out with them, trying to figure out a way to make them not murdered by the locals. And not die to whatever the fuck else is bad here. I thought the dragonborn and the dragon and the druids were enough, but apparently now monstrosities are also about. You guys seen any cult members recently? What is that cult called? No.
Yeah.
What's the cult called? Regeneration?
Yes.
Anybody looks like they might be regeneration? Don't trust them.
No idea what that is.
You're not meant to
Or I just
necessarily.
remember.
Anyway, I'm gonna continue inside and if nobody responds, I'm gonna continue inside and say, "Can I get a bed for a bit? I need to fucking sleep. Lost sleep last night."
So as you turn to head into the camp, you hear footsteps from outside the camp in the direction that the creature came, and you see 4 people approach. Most of them wearing outfits and carrying things more or less like this.
Oh, okay. Oh, with axe?
Yeah, they have axes.
Okay. Are they lumber axes or are they combat axes?
Seem to be lumber axes, but
Okay.
the as they approach, they seem kind of surprised to see this whole camp here, and one of them just says, "Ah, fuck," and steps towards your party and says, and they see like the 2 dead kobolds and Farah pretty injured and say, "What happened here?"
I mean, there's a giant fucking monster in the ground, right?
It was burned to ash, so there's a large pile of ash basically now.
Okay, the pile of ash was a horrible monster. What are you doing here? You don't look. Are they do they look Sharon?
No, they look. Would this be a roll
We're
or not?
deep in Sharon, right?
Yes, they're definitely not Shurin.
Okay.
If you want to know what their ethnicity is, Natalie could
I don't
roll
care,
a
as long as they're
history
not.
check. Yeah,
As long as they're not Sharon.
they're not Shurin. They kind of look to each other and mumble a bit and say, you killed that thing?"
It certainly died.
One of the other guys says, "Boss isn't going to be too happy about that." "Oh, what are we gonna do? Anyway, best way to head back. And they turn around and start
I'm
walking
sorry.
back.
Who is your boss? Who won't be happy about this thing that we've slain?
Then one of the guys stops and he just says, "Listen, it'll be better off for all of you if you just kind of forget this ever happened."
Hey. You don't get to be doing horrible things in Sharon territory, and then like pretend it didn't happen. I know a guy. I can send for a fucking. I can make you unhappy if you want to be unhappy. Um,
Roll intimidation.
uh, that's not gonna go as well, but yeah, 4, not going. And you guys don't look like the type that could fight the monster. How would you expecting to control this thing?
Look, we got work to do. We don't know you any
Well,
answers.
I wouldn't. It would be a shame if the Castives caught wind of this. The car is paying very close attention to their reaction.
He kind of
Chris, can I make a quick?
Hmm?
Who was the name you just used?
Castive.
Is that? Do I know anything about what that might be referencing? I don't know. I don't know associate. I don't have all of the stories that I know about the people in this
Yeah.
group
No, you
associated with
you you
people.
definitely would have picked up that is Lav's last name, Joe's previous character.
Okay,
And there was a lot of discussion about the Castives earlier.
sure, great.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
And so, yeah, he definitely has kind of a change of expression when you mention that name. But then one of the other guys just kind of laughs, like, yeah, they don't know much. We don't have anything to worry about.
Do they? I remember a pair or a group of men who looked very similar to that and sounded like they were talking about the same thing when we were in that Castive camp. These aren't. Takar doesn't recognize them as the same people, right?
Make an intelligence check, disadvantage because you're exhausted.
I was wondering about
jeez.
the same thing.
You can roll as well. Still
At
disadvantage.
disadvantage?
I think we both get plus something because of my aura.
The aura is just
Or
for
no, that's
saving
saving
throws.
throw.
Yep.
Never mind. Yeah. JK.
Fuck a paladin.
You said intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sir Coven, you do recall overhearing a conversation about two guys, one of whom had been injured by something, and they were kind of not trying to be. They were very vague about what happened. But two of the people in this group you definitely remember seeing at the camp while y'all were there. They were offloading lumber supplies. And they
I'm inclined to say just make sure your monsters don't go bugging the locals anymore, please. If we have a problem with you, we'll have a problem. It will become more of an issue. But oh, and I'm gonna go run and revivify one of the kobolds that went down. We
Okay.
good?
Yeah. How do you
I
do
just
this? Or
just
describe this.
yeah, I just jog over to one of the kobolds, pull out a holy symbol. They can, if someone wants to know, I don't know how much people know about my god. It's not the most popular god, but not an unknown one. And do a little like um, pop us like a little like kneel next to this the closer one and say let the lost not be let the lost be found and touch forehead thing goes bright, and something in my side bag burns up. Some smoke comes out of the side bag. And
And you
take it back up.
see the kobold, and then he grabs your shoulders and just goes, ah! And kind of then looks around and say, oh, guess it was just a scary dream. Had plenty of
Not
those
quite.
recently.
Not quite. Uh,
I
Does
mean,
death cure exhaustion?
I'm gonna go with no.
well, it has to at some point, because if you died, or can you not revivify someone who dies to exhaustion?
I'm gonna go with no. Well, I don't know. It'll bring you down if you get to 6 and then you're over 5, you'll go back down to 5.
Okay.
That's how I roll it. If that were to come up.
I need to. Where is my
And he just
arc load?
says,
Did you
there.
actually give
No,
me enough arc load?
There was this huge monster. It was so scary and nastier than anything that could really exist, right?
No. Definitely that thing happened and hit you. And you did die. You're good now though.
Jakara, is this short person telling the truth? Is that what really happened?
Is this Badaz?
Yes.
Oh, you poor little lizard. Listen to me. It is a natural process. You would have died a warrior's death, however. This very nice short person saved you. And now you get to fight more battles to die in another one.
I died and came back to life? Oh, this is amazing! I'm never gonna die! Ah!
Nope. No. I
You're
am out
perfect
of mud.
badass.
I am little man. I am out of dark arc load. If you can get me 300 gold of arc load, you can go die again.
Don't worry, Badaz. You can go die again.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Also, Sir Coven would have told the two men before they walked off.
Mhm.
He would have said, "You tell Randall his son-in-law is coming back to visit him."
And one guy just like, sure. We'll send the message. Yeah, so they walk off.
Two very quick things. Number
Mhm.
one, I'm going to Healing Hands Freya. Number two,
Mhm.
would this is kind of a weird question, but the the vibe of this creature, is it the same as the one that I was divine sensing so many times over the night? Do I get the sense that that might be a creature of the same ilk?
Since you didn't use Divine Sense while the creature was there, I'll make this a insight check.
Okay.
Disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Yeah.
Oof. You're, interesting. You're pretty confident this is not the same creature, or not related to that creature in any way.
That is unfortunate. Okay. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. It is the same kind of creature I saw last night, right? I can throw something. If you want me to.
You notice some similarities, yes.
Okay. I'm pretty insistent that everyone goes to sleep, right? Can I check? I just did an insight 15. Everyone here is exhausted, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, hey, fucking please get us a bed. I am so tired, and I really would rather not be pissed when if anything diplomatic has to happen. I started a grove. Which direction did I start? I'm gonna point at in the direction of the grove. You can tend that, and you'll make the locals happy. Just, I need to fucking go to bed.
So one of the dragon or Sergeant Ingress is there, and he says, uh, yeah, I mean we don't have really any available beds here. People are doing their best to rest, but no one's really getting any sleep at all. You can try to find a spot to lay down, but good luck.
Has anybody slept well in this area recently? I'm asking them. I'm asking that of the kobold or whoever the
The
fuck just said
Dragonborn.
talk to me.
He says, no, these other folks have been trying to help us out with this curse that it seems like the Shurin people have put over us, but
Who wants to go kill a bunch of meddling humans? Huh? Who wants to make them be dead?
Watch your
I'm kind of.
tone, halfling.
I don't mind. I can help.
I'm just saying I want to sleep, and those guys are making horrors that do not
You're
seem.
getting awfully friendly for someone we've never met before.
You met me. You know who I am.
No, we haven't.
You. You. You saw me. I saw you see me.
I don't
I
care
saw.
if you've seen us. We've never seen you.
No. You guys talked. I saw you talk about me. I was sent by.
That's even less reason to talk to you.
I was
You're
sent
really
by.
not helping your case here.
It's fine. I was sent by what's his face?
Valakai.
Balakai. You saw a meeting I had with him. I've sent to go try and make contact with, watch and contact you. I've been keeping touch. Try and keep out of private business, but like political business, I try and keep tabs on what you guys have been doing. You know, keeping up with you.
Would you like a shovel to dig that grave any deeper?
No, I mean like, my job is to make sure you guys seem more important than him, and so does this little town. I'm off on. I'm not really. I mean, like, I love for him to not kill you guys. That would be sick. So, and I would love him to not die horribly just because of bad luck. But, also, come fucking. Let's at least sleep before we do anything stupid. Let's at least. Oh, we can't sleep. Fuck. I would really like to sleep. I'm tired and I want to sleep. Anyway.
I kind of look over at Tokar like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Like, didn't Tarkari tell us everything that she hallucinated, or no?
Yes and no. Most of it. So Takara, out of character. I'm assuming Natalie saw when Takara was telling the party about
Yes,
the things she
that is
saw.
correct.
Right. Okay. If I remember correctly, what Takara said was that the group was coming to talk to us. I don't remember if Takara said that they intended to harm us or not. I don't remember.
What do you think Takara would have said? What about harming or not?
I know what I do know is that Takara said that we shouldn't trust them outright. And however, I do remember telling this. I do specifically remember saying that if anyone probably didn't intend to kill us outright, it was Natalie.
Yeah.
Because Takara remembers noting in the meeting that she was the only one who seemed relatively benign among all the other fucking terrifying beings that were in that room. Yeah. And then also, just for the sake of transparency, to any other party that Takara told about that meeting, Chris, Natalie was not mentioned at all. Intentionally left out of that mention.
So yeah, I can like I'll gesture to you and to Takar and knowing that they were the one who's talking about and say, yeah, you tell them. My job. I tried to get them not to kill you. You seemed like you might be useful rather than um, a threat. So, or at least I hoped you were. So,
I'm not really in the business of being useful to others
uh,
unless the relationship is mutually beneficial.
that's my intention. I would like. I understand mutualism. I like my mutualism. Um,
Yeah, but does your master?
yeah, well, he's not my master. What? We are acquaintances.
Your leader?
Not my leader. We are acquaintances. Um, I happen to be in town, and he happened to respect my opinion. That
But
is
you're
all.
doing his bidding.
Not anymore. I'm not. And I might send back information to him to hoping to again have him do you favors and him do you favors and me him you do
I'm not
him
sure why
favors
we need the middlewoman. Why don't we go speak to him directly?
because he's aggressive and I know how to fucking talk a little bit. Right now I'm fucking pissed. I'm tired and angry, but like
What do you want?
I want a band. I want some Dragonborn that have been fucked to not be fucked, and some random lost folk to have a good life. As my God's will. I follow. I like outcasts. I like to protect and support outcasts. My whole deal. Y'all look like a couple of outcasts, so I would like you to be well. I have other business. I have other outcasts, and these dragon folk are outcasts. There are lots of outcasts around. I don't know if you know my god. Real into the lost outcast kind of thing. Um, that's my business. I'm into a bunch of races that were banished to the Underdark. What's it called here?
Shadowfell.
The Shadowfell. That's why I was talking to him. He saw that I was somewhat agreeable. Um, that's my job. Divinely speaking. Oh, also, I fucking love these fucking stories, and I collect information and trade it as best I can to make the lost and the outcast and the isolated hopefully bring them back into the fold in a way they agree with, they like, or find peace and happiness on their own. That's my business. It's my job.
Well,
I mean,
I, for one, was just playing devil's advocate. I can understand a good story, and I do think those humans should die.
yeah. I mean, I want to sleep. Wasn't gonna kill them until I realized they might be stopping me from sleeping, and that makes me want them to be dead. Um.
But I don't think we should kill them,
Okay.
and especially not their leader, if we
Sure.
can help it.
I mean, what if we can convince them to leave? That'd be great. Also, I can't sleep. Where's the nearest place? I just recently traveled here. Where's the nearest place that I didn't get the bad vibes?
Somewhere out in the forest.
Okay. In which direction? Did I guess wherever direction I could have gone.
Um,
Why did Phil just said yes?
What?
Somewhere in the forest.
yeah.
Yeah.
What direction would you have come from? You
No, it
would have
doesn't
come
matter.
from-
I can actually. I'll ask the lizard folk or whatever. The not lizard folk. The dragon folk. At some point.
If I could just interject quickly,
Yep.
before we go off murdering entire camps of people, this creature is nor perhaps the people that were attempting to capture it are connected to the nightmares that are preventing these people from sleeping. Um, it is a possibility they have another creature that's doing it, but we should perhaps maybe find out for sure before we start swinging swords. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, if I could convince them to leave, I'd be even better. I prefer to resort to less violent solutions. Again, though maybe we just wander away from the bad juju, maybe back away from where the direction they just went, and try and just sleep in the forest somewhere once we get out of. Because I can tell. Can we? How well can we tell the? Like I noticed it before.
Mhm.
Do I think I could notice it going away?
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe not like immediately, but like after you imagine like walking through the woods for a couple hours, and you'd eventually get to the point where you're like, oh, okay, I'm not in it anymore. But you might not notice like the immediate transition.
sure. So there's some. I think you all have felt it as well. The forest feels bad. Here. I hope you're feeling it. I certainly have.
Not to cut you off, but yes, at a certain point we noticed it.
So we should go sleep outside of that. Is my recommendation.
But Takara, you're saying that we might be able to sleep here now instead.
No, I'm saying quite the opposite. This creature had nothing to do with those nightmares, and so that creature is in fact still very much alive and still very much a little cunt.
Okay. Well,
Medgeld, the Dragonborn sorcerer, will approach and say, I mean, the forest is dangerous, and this encampment, although cursed, um, I mean, if you all leave us, I'm not sure what might happen while you're gone.
In 8 hours. I
She gestures to Core and says, "You were just speaking about how the jungle people are planning another attack. Who knows when that might be?"
do you have any way to communicate by long distances?
Uh, I do not have the sending spell prepared. It is not an area of my expertise.
Can one of us allow Mezgel to borrow one of our sending stones? And if if Al Hadan be attacked while we're sleeping, while one of us is taking watch, they can be the one with the sending stone and be alerted, and we can rush back. Otherwise, we have to stay here.
also I'm rapidly becoming less useful to these people. Um, the amount more useful I am that if I get a good night's sleep is pretty overwhelming.
Or
Um,
the majority of us could stay while a smaller group goes out to sleep and we rotate.
two sets of three or something like that
Mm-hmm.
over the course of. That's not bad. That's basically by nightfall we would have a full rested party. That would be, and then sending stone. One of you, obviously, we split the sending stone so we can theoretically communicate that way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, don't love splitting the party, but I wish I knew how far out we would have to go.
Make a survival check for me. Thinking back to your journey into this area. Disadvantage.
Yeah, I know.
Can I also try and remember when was the last time we didn't feel like that, like shit?
Yeah. It's basically the same roll Jay's making, but you can make it as well. Yeah.
Can I make that? Or is survival one of them? I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Okay, then.
And I think that rule would not apply if you have disadvantage. I have to think about
Oh.
that. Natalie, you're not really sure, but you remember like at least an hour walk away from the camp to get close to having a chance of getting like if you just walk an
At
hour
least an
out
hour.
of camp, yeah, at least an hour.
Um, yeah, it's not combat distance. I don't know. Anybody else have any ideas? Because like me not sleeping is, I am rapidly becoming useless in combat. Oh, also in diplomacy, which is a thing I'm much more interested in right now because if the druids come here, we don't want to fight them. We want to do diplomacy things.
I
You don't
think
think
our
we
only
can take
options
the
are to.
druids?
Yeah. I think if we want to sleep, our only options are to um, attempt to find this creature and kill it before we get even more exhausted, or B, uh, all of us leave, all of us sleep, come back, and hope nothing happens while we're gone.
I think
Or
the split
we
is
can
fine.
take shifts as well.
I think that's the best option. Having 3 people here. Who among you is the most diplomatic?
Maybe myself. I'm
Probably.
not sure.
Probably Sarkovan or Takara.
Which is
No.
an argument for one of those 2 groups we should split people with. I guess my charisma's only 15. It's not like crushing. I'm not excellent at, but my persuasion is reasonable. Anyway, I'm gonna.
Core has a good standing with these people.
I can speak on behalf of them. I'd certainly understand their situation better than I think anyone else here.
I think the problem would be being in good standing with the druids.
Yeah.
That.
I have some. I have some. I have done the druids of Sharoner some favors, so I have some sway there, but it is. I'm not sure how directly that will affect this immediate interaction. Um. But again, whoever from your group, it might be best to convince the druids to stand down. My understanding is that you have some of your own favors you've done for them, but also conflicts you have with them. So, anyway, the rest I just say take. Go ahead. Sorry.
Any volunteers to the rest of them?
I'll stay.
I will stay as well.
Tusk, just to confirm, you mean stay in the first group to stay. You don't mean act as the liaison between these people and the druids, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I mean, you know.
Can I just ask a mechanic-y question, a dumb mechanic-y question?
Sure.
Like a meta question? Can I just like what's the persuasion checks? What's the plus on persuasion around the party? I'm +5.
It's 11.
Okay, so you're staying. You're the option.
What did you ask?
What's your
Persuasion.
persuasion bonus?
What's your
No, I'm
persuasion
asking
bonus?
what Takara asked me.
Mine's +7.
So we're trying to split the party into 2 groups, both of which will have a liaison to talk to the locals, to talk to the druids if they come, to try and get them to not kill the village. And
So,
we were saying you will not be that liaison, but you will stay behind in the first group.
Yes.
That is the clarification we were making.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Takara, as a character, was a little confused because Toss didn't seem like the biggest talker, and so when you volunteered to be the talker, I was a little bit
I
like,
didn't volunteer
wait.
to be the talker.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what
think
just
so. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, I'm actually like the only advantage it sounds like I have in the talking is I'm pretty good at my insight is much better. And it's +7, and my and I have favors. I don't know how that's a DM decision what that is worth, but I have some history with them that is positive. Anyway, who wants to go? Do we want me to stay and you to go, or do we want? Sounds like Sarkovan is probably the best option for persuasion. And then or me to which of us want to stay? Wants to be the first shift?
I will say, not to cut you off, but I will say that My relationship with the druids is tenuous at best.
Okay. Is someone else less tenuous? Sick.
My relationship is whoa, the accent completely left. My relationship, I just can't say those words in that accent. It is neutral.
So +7 neutral or +11 tenuous is our options. I say the 7 is fine then, but still, who wants to stay? Who wants to go?
I would. I just think Sarkovan is better at talking his way out of things. You know, if I remember correctly,
Sure.
Sarkovan. You
Or
kind of
exiting.
whichever is your fancy. You know, in out, who knows? Some slip in, some slip out. Who's to say? But I have confidence in your skills over mine, so I'm volunteering you. Suck it up.
My my only recommendation is letting I have interacted with them before where they have been where the druids have been hasty to combat with people that were not their enemies. So if you want to reference the uh combat at fuck, what was that place, Chris?
Ironheart Sanctum.
At Iron, if you want to reference the um reckless combat in Ironheart Sanctum, they might care. That might be something that they care about. Um,
We're no strangers to the druids and their hastiness to combat.
yeah. So if you want to, but I their hastiness to combat has come to them at great cost in historically, and it was and I found myself in a position to solve some of the problems of their hasty combat. Um, so that specific event is a sore spot with them of being too hasty. So perhaps it will be it will these specific druids might not know about it perfectly, but um was a big deal, I think.
I think you know what? I'm actually fairly confident. We just saved one of their towns from complete annihilation. The archdruid of one of the circles just gave us her eternal thanks and gave us a blessing. I think we're in pretty good standing, and I think we got this. We can do this.
Oh, very well done then. Oh,
You know what?
which druid?
You know, maybe you should ask them yourself.
I think I might have seen it. Do I recognize? Did I recognize? I saw that scene. I think I saw her. Was it one I knew? Is it one I saved?
It was the druid of the Circle of Water. I don't remember which ones you saved and which ones you didn't.
But we saved them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she was
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
She was at the. Yeah,
And I casted one of my party casted. I
yeah.
mean, a spell I don't have yet, but that's fine. Um, okay, fine. Tell her I said hi. Um, yeah. Anyway, I'm happy to go. In that case, you guys have immediate things. I'm happy to go take a nap. Does who wants to come nap with me?
Based on our sending stone pairs, I think it would be best for me, Sarkovan, and Toss to be one group, Tokara, Core, and Natalie the other group.
I would like to go first, but I'm okay not going first.
We can
It's good.
stay.
Enact plan.
Alrighty. So Natalie, Core, and Takara make their way out of the village and start heading into the forest, while the other three stick around for a bit. I'm going to take a pee break, um, and we'll figure this out when we get back. So everyone else can take a pee break if you want. Be back at 10:25-ish.
Okay.
Alrighty. So Natalie, Cora, and Takara make their way into the forest.
I'm gonna go the opposite way that the people went.
Okay, so you're heading westward. Noted. That's important. Cool. So you march probably about. Actually, can I have each of you make a survival check?
With disadvantage.
Yes. Not Sarkovan, you're not with them.
Oh.
That's fine. Yeah, so Natalie, about 3.5 hours out,
Oof.
you're pretty confident that you are no longer in the place where things feel bad.
Yep,
So you want to set up camp and take a rest?
absolutely.
All right, you do so. All three of you gain the benefits of a long rest.
Uh, and then I head back. Oh,
And then we
so,
switch back to the other group.
yeah.
So what are the three of you doing in camp while waiting for your companions to return?
Taking a short rest.
Okay, you can do so.
Good call. Good call.
Playing my flute.
Um, any particular kind of tune you're playing, or
Yeah. Sounds sad.
make a performance check with disadvantage because you're tired.
Can this be a strength-based performance? That was a joke, because it's the same.
Yeah, so you're feeling that exhaustion. Um, but after a few minutes, a dragonborn walks over towards you, and he's carrying like a simple drum, and he kind of gestures to the spot next to you while you're playing.
I don't acknowledge. I muted myself mid-speech. I just keep going.
He'll sit down next to you and begin playing his drum, but to the same tune, like following along with the song that you're doing. Make another performance check, but no disadvantage this time.
I mean, I know how to play the flute, but I don't have high charisma, so I don't know how that. I didn't roll disadvantage the first time, but I still
Oh,
rolled
okay.
low, so
Yeah,
I guess it
it's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
He doesn't seem to be great at it either. Um, but he definitely picks up on the sad tunes that you're giving off and adds that same energy to it. I mean, you notice that, like many of the Dragonborn here, he is pretty severely malnourished, very exhausted. Um, Seems to be kind of equipped as like a soldier, but not in his best fighting form. Um, but you have this kind of moment of companionship in your sorrow as he plays his drum along with your flute. And it's not a typical musical pairing, but you really get the sense that the people here just kind of work with what they got. Um, and they're happy to do that because what else can they do? Anything else you'd like to do with him or while you're playing your flute? Okay. Sarkovan, what are you up to?
I would just be practicing on my dirge crafter. Or, um, my harp of the dirge crafter.
Would you be doing this like? I mean, you definitely hear Tost and this Dragonborn playing their instruments. Would you be doing it near there or find your own spot?
Hmm. I think I would have joined them.
Okay. Sarkovan comes over and joins as well. Um, Go ahead and make a performance check. No disadvantage. Sarkovan.
No disadvantage?
No, because they're helping you. They're all playing instruments with you. Yeah. So I mean, however much Sarkovan wants to do this, but he clearly has skill. Um, Much more so than these other two, but it's still definitely enjoyable for all of you playing your instruments together. Well, Vati, what about you?
I'd try and help out um, the Dragonborn dispose of or give funeral rites to the other kobold that died.
Um, as you kind of ask around about like what their plans are for that, and usually like somebody does come over and pick up the body. Um, it's a Dragonborn woman, and she says, we gather all the dead in a corner of the camp. Every couple of days we have a funeral pyre. It's our traditional way to send out our kin, but also um, helps prevent the spread of disease. We're planning on doing that later today. If you'd like to assist with us.
I would, assuming the others aren't back by then.
You reckon you still have some time? So you follow this Dragonborn woman, um, and there's a little bit of preparation over an hour or two, but there's sort of a dozen or so bodies of Dragonborn and Kobold, um, which there's roughly about 100 people here, so it's a pretty noticeable count. All laid next to each other, with branches and wood gathered from the surrounding area atop and around them. And Tost and Sarkovan, you would notice a lot of the Dragonborn begin moving to one side of the camp. The one who's playing the drum with you, actually, he stands up and says, we're having a funeral pyre soon. It would be nice to have a few more musicians to add to the ceremony.
Just show me where to go.
This way. And he leads you to another side of the camp. Um,
You said Sarkovan or
to both of you. He says
oh,
this. Um, so, uh, Lieutenant Ayi and Mesgeld kind of stand in front of the bodies with most of the camp kind of gathered behind. Lieutenant Ayi speaks up and says, We, I know we've lost many, but this home we have built for us is better than what the Bloodstar provided. We will push past these difficulties. We will make this place even greater, and we will thrive here. We are warriors of Vrunthul. We will not let the Shurin people take from us what we have created for ourselves. Please, we must work together, protect each other, so that we don't have to light one of these pyres again. I want to grow old here with each of you. I want to have safe, a safe place for our children, free from the tyranny of any dragons, free from attacks from jungle people, free from horrific monsters wandering in from the forest. We have been trained well. We have been through so much, and I know that we have the power to create this home that we all dream for. These 12 died protecting our home. They've put their heart, souls, and blood into this place. Do not let them down. And with that, she turns and breathes fire onto the wooden structure as all the bodies are encapsulated in flame. Um,
May I say something, Sergeant?
of course.
I do not mean to speak on your behalf for any of your beliefs, nor do I mean to detract from the sacrifices of those who have fallen today. But I fervently believe that the sacrifices of those we send to the pyre will become as ash for the forest, so that it may grow further, so that it may welcome you as true true members.
Uh, the lieutenant says, yes, the halfling Natalie, she had arrived a day before you did, and while she was here, she helped us start a orchard where we were growing some of the trees that we had cut down to build this place. I think this is the right path. We must work with this forest, not against it, for it has served us well, and we seek to serve it in return. Um, a couple other Dragonborn and kobolds kind of go up giving testimonials about the specific individuals who died. Some from attacks by Shurin wardens, some from disease, starvation, pure exhaustion. Um, as this is happening, Mesgild walks up to you, Lilavati, and says, your words are appreciated. You see, our people in servitude to the dragons were essentially forced to worship the dragon goddess Tiamat. And although there are many words spoken of the deeds that she has done for us, it has always been on behalf of the dragon tyrants. They are her chosen. And so by abandoning the dragons, we have all abandoned our faith. Many here are lost and confused, do not know who to turn for guidance. But I know that their hearts are strong, and we will continue on.
Am I nearby
Yeah,
when all this is being said?
yeah. The Dragonborn with the drum would have led both you and Tost here, and y'all would have witnessed all of this. The Dragonborn would begin playing his drum. Excuse me. Uh, actually playing the same kind of mournful tune that Tosh was playing before. Um, Tosh joins in. Alrighty. Anything else I'd like to do here?
I
All
want
right.
to go up to the drummer after everything is done,
Mm-hmm.
and I just ask him, "Did you know any of them? Of the ones who died?"
Masa and Foras were close to me. We were in the same squadron.
Please don't be scared, but I just thought maybe you'd like the chance, if you could, to speak to them again.
I saw the magic you performed when that creature attacked. If your magic can grant you this, I would happily speak with them again.
Truth be told, the magic may not work now that the bodies have been burned into the fire, but a part of me thinks that the passion and ferocity in which they fought is still in their spirits, the spirits that are now part of the flame. Maybe, just maybe, we can still commune with them.
Lead the way.
So, I guess I would try to go up to the pyre. Are there a bunch of people still standing around, or have most people
Um,
cleared up,
most
cleared
of the
out at this
crowd has
point?
dispersed at this point. There's probably about a dozen people. Most are just standing there kind of silently paying their respects.
Okay, well, here goes nothing. But I try to take another short rest, and
Mm-hmm.
during the course of the short rest, I play sort of um, an unsettling, discordant little tune and hum along with it. But when I'm humming, there's this echo to it that doesn't seem natural, and maybe something happens.
So, you, the fire still burning shifts, and you see a scorched skull clatter down and fall in front of you. But you continue your tune, and it's a dragonborn skull. And the drummer, he just says, "For us, we we found you outside the camp after you didn't return from your scouting mission. There is something strange about you. What happened? Was it the druids?" The skull opened its mouth, compelled by Sarkoven's magic, and says, "I met a man who offered to help us with our plight if I just visit his people. They did terrible things to me. They warped my body, shifted it. All I understand is that they saw me as an experiment." The drummer seems kind of shocked, but then glances over at Sarkoven with the kind of strange magical effects of his music. and he says, "Do you know if it was the druids or some other threat?" And the skull says, "Some other threat. These people were not Shurin." Um, and he says, "Where did they take you?" And the skull speaks and says, "North from here, following the river, 3 days." He turns to you, Sarkovan, and says, "You've been traveling through these forests. Have you been to that area? Do you know that these people that he speaks of?"
I do.
"What are they? Who are they?"
Well, ultimately, I believe they work for the Castives. And I explain who Randall is and how he's kind of running the show and our interaction there.
Hmm.
Wasn't that group south of us?
The lumber camp was south of you, yes.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. So you would just say you, or what would you have said when he asked, "Do you know of these people?"
I would have said that I encountered strange people to the south, but we didn't come from the north. So I'm not sure if they're related or not.
Those people to the south, were they the ones that followed that creature here?
Yes.
Well, whatever happened to Faras when we found his body, he was mangled and mutated, not unlike that creature. I think these people to the north might be similar to or working with the people to the south somehow.
I think I know who they are.
Really? Who?
Perhaps the regeneration?
Who is that? I'm not familiar with them.
It's not important.
Just another trouble for us to deal with here. All right. Ilavati, Toss, anything else y'all want to do here before the other party returns?
Like during the near the end of the pyre, I would have probably said like a short prayer based on the thing, like how the funeral went down for like Tehefine of asking her to guide them to whatever afterlife that they deserve to go to.
Um, is this a prayer that you would pray silently?
Yes.
Okay. Um, you notice kind of Mesgeld watching you, but she doesn't say anything. Um,
Nothing. Well, I might message you, Chris, but
sure.
beyond that, nothing really.
Alrighty. About an hour or two, probably. No, probably longer than that. But eventually, it's late afternoon when the other party returns. They seem well rested. Um, so the party's back together. If you want to communicate or talk about anything, or otherwise, the other group can head out. Alrighty. Um, so Toss, Lilavati, and Sarkovan head out to the forest. What direction do y'all head
Oh,
from the camp? So,
I will say we went that way, pointing to the general direction we went.
Mhm.
It took us 3 hours till I was sure we were out of the bad. Good luck.
Alrighty.
I think
Question for DM.
I think I would tell Takara that something like they need direction in reference to the people, and that's my cue to leave. Goodbye. Good night.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you, Chris.
Sir Coven, you were saying something?
Did my bond with the harp deepen?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Your question was, what direction did we head out in?
yeah.
I don't take point.
Um,
I would follow Natalie's directions.
okay. So you head westward. Um, I guess the other group would have noticed this, but Sir Coven, you're a little bit more aware now. You head a couple hours north and past the once you do eventually reach a river that you find on the north side of the lake. Um, so yeah, I mean everyone's got access to the world map, but like there are three rivers connecting to the Lake of Ablution. Kanatra is where one river meets, uh, in the southwest. On the southeast is the river. Actually, y'all are up here now. Um, the river in the southwest is where you found the lumber camp, and there's another river on the north side that you have not been to yet, but you have just kind of stumbled across. So unless you want to do anything at this river, y'all can take y'all's long rest. Um, but the Skullhead said 3 days to the north following the river, so that location is not too close to here.
Would
Uh,
that lead to these Scarstone Hills, roughly?
make a survival check.
Can I make that check after we rest?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, I mean you can roll the check now, and we'll just say
Okay.
you take your long rest and then you roll. Yeah. So with your knowledge of the environment here, it would actually be kind of in the hills, or not the hills, the lowlands between the jungle in the and the Scarstone Hills. So like this area. So not quite into the hills yet.
Okay.
All right. So Takara, Natalie, and Core, what are y'all doing in?
Oh, I did not realize where we were. We are not far from business.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're definitely closer to the lake than where the token is, but yeah. I mean, you've been to Tuari.
I've been around here.
I'm gonna go talk to Lieutenant. What's her name?
Ai.
Ai. Yeah, I didn't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna go find her.
Oh. And it didn't come up, but the drummer guy's name is Itabas. There. Oh wait. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I mean, she's in her command tent. Mesgeld is there, and she says, "Welcome to Kara. What can I do for you?"
Do you have a moment? I have a couple things of importance to inform you of.
Uh, yes.
Well, the first is that my divine deduction has informed me that this creature that attacked and we slew is not, in fact, connected to the nightmares that you and your compatriots have been experiencing. unfortunately. But I have also, well, we have also found out that the creature was being corralled or wrangled, attempted to be, by a group who are decidedly not the druids.
Who is that?
Well, we are not entirely positive yet if this small group represents the lot or perhaps a small faction, but um, when we passed them on the way here, they claimed to be working for the Castives.
Look, I'm still relatively new to these parts. You're gonna have to give me more to work with. I don't. Is this another threat? Something we need to take action about?
Allow me to explain. Castives are an incredibly powerful family. You may have heard of them.
She
They have
shakes her head.
more. What?
She shakes her head.
Like as no?
Yeah, she hasn't heard of them.
Shit. They are, I am not incredibly well traveled around Eochora, but they are quite possibly one of the most influential families or groups that I've come across for sure. Um, we've had more than one run ins with them, and they've had several dealings that were shady. Um, they've attempted to murder us more than once. And frankly, they are a threat out of our depth. But the important part is that they are not the druids. And I believe this information might be valuable to the druids. Might even go as far as to, if there was some cooperation, offer or serve as somewhat of an olive branch. Even.
So what you're suggesting is if we get these castives out of the forest, the druids might be more keen to let us stay here?
Yes, and I would add to that that would be even more efficient in forming a bond if you approach them first and work together. And let me also just put some extra evidence on the table. You saw that thing. It looked, well, it didn't look like it was an abomination, was it not?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't seem very much like druidic magic to me.
She kind of looks down for a second with her hand on the table and then looks back up and says, Takara, with all the work that you've put in for helping us, I mean this with the utmost respect. You're stupid for thinking that the druids will let us live here.
Perhaps.
They care nothing but for their trees and animals and for their own people. They know we are dying, they know we are starving. And that only drives them to further kill us and destroy our homes. They won't stop until we are gone.
Am I having any interaction with this conversation?
Um,
Either way is good.
let's say you saw Takara go into the command tent, but I don't think you've.
I'm gonna seek you out in a second. Don't worry.
Okay, then I'm not. If I haven't heard it, that's great. That
Yeah.
is a fine interaction.
Okay. We can try, And if we can do something about the threat of these castives, well, that's one less problem off my back, but I'd swallow my sword before I expect the druids to care about anything we do to help them.
I understand. In fact, I think I may understand your plight more than most. You see, I come from Grunhajar, a place often raided and attacked by people who look, frankly, much like yourself. And yet I'm here, coexisting, and offering to help. And you just admitted how much I have done for you. And these abominations, I think, are included in the things that the druids would want to wipe off the face of this planet. And this is just a hunch, of course. This may be my naivety, stupidity, even. But suppose there was a way that you could cultivate this nature that they so care about. In fact, I believe I heard a young halfling, or I don't know her age, a certain halfling mentioned something about the grove. Why don't I go find her?
Yes, she set up an orchard outside of town. I doubt it'll do much, but sure, go talk to her.
I go and find Natalie.
Yeah, so Natalie Takara approaches you.
Yeah. Hi. What was your business? What is the business?
I'm trying to. Okay, yeah, I'll just do it in character. um, sorry, the talking is really getting to me.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Health is good.
Okay, I'm okay. Um, I have just suggested to the leaders of this town that they attempt to seek good favor with the druids by helping to eliminate this problem with the abominations. And I have also remembered that you mentioned something of a grove or some sort of.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I just had to try. I felt it important that they try and make up for the trees they've cut down. I understand that it is frowned upon to harm the trees around here. Um, and making some gesture at that would be useful. I think my main other arguments in favor of the dragonborn to the of the dragon folk to the locals is that one, they are from another army that might be invading. My enemy's enemy is my friend. Two, they're capable of being useful. They also have information from that army. They were part of that army and know something of its inside working. Like that information is valuable. They're fire folk, and the fire gods are worshipped here. And like you say, they can be they have similar enemies. Also, they're just like living things, and these people like living things. Um, so that's all I got right now.
Well, why don't we go? Why don't we tell them that?
Yeah, I have I'll have I have indicated some of these things to the leadership here.
I
I've
see.
been here for a day or so, trying to convince them to make diplomatic attempts before resorting to combat. Um, the other thing is just like a pinned dog fights viciously, you know. Um, when it's their last, if they're gonna all die or die, they're gonna die making you sad. And you don't need that when you're have invasions and other things here. Also, like I said, recently these druids have summoned a god to do combat with somebody who was their ally. Um, just a thing that happened recently. Um, So I have some like friendship allies are better than enemies energy that hopefully might penetrate the fucking thick skulls of these druids. Uh, but I suspect that thick skulls are thick, so it'll take some work. I saw you guys talk to one of the regeneration recently.
Wait,
Those
I'm sorry. Very quickly. I want to talk about this as well. Let me just tell
yeah,
the leadership what we just talked about, and then
yeah,
let's get
do
back
that.
to that. Come with me.
Yeah. So we can brief that quickly over with what this the leader here.
Um,
Yeah.
are you saying you just want to reiterate the stuff you already said, or do you
Yep.
want to actually like role play it out?
I don't. I would just reiterate, but you're welcome to. You call.
I would just have one thing to add.
Mm-hmm.
As I die, both of us, myself and apparently Natalie here, have done some good deeds for the druids, and perhaps have a little bit of say at least. We don't need a guarantee that it will work, but frankly, if you do not try to at least reason with them first, what do you lose?
We can try. But one thing we do lose is the element of surprise, defensive advantages. If we let them into our camp, who knows what they'll do? This land, they have power over it. You
And
can try. They won't want to talk to us.
Just curious, what do you think your chance of survival here if they truly have a problem with you is? You're stuck between. You have no reinforcements. You have no great nation behind you. I truly believe you deserve to live. I would happily try and relocate you if that was the thing you wanted, but when the Sharon army comes against, you had a army be with you that a huge army behind you coming here, and there's no guarantee that that army would win. What makes you think? Do I know that they're a break off from an army? I don't actually not sure that, but that's
You
kind of
would have picked that up probably
okay.
when you're placed down
You
here.
you came up with other folk that you have no sure guarantee will win against Sharon. What makes you think they won't come with a proper army and just smush you into the ground? Like I
She slams her hands on the table as she stands up over you and says, "All of these things I know."
I really really want you to the out I see for you is making allies with them. I
I
think there is a
would
hope.
if I could.
I think we can. We have. I
Then
hope.
prove me wrong.
I will do my best.
as
I
will
will
I.
do my level best.
She just kind of falls back down in her chair, um, puts a hand on her head, and just says,
But first, we need to get you guys sleep.
"Yeah,
Step one, you guys need to sleep.
that would be nice. If you find anything else on that front, greatly appreciate it."
And I'll retreat. I'll say I'll motion you with me and say, let her be,
Yep,
unless you have
me too.
important business.
Oh, just before I go, have you heard of the teachings of Havoc?
I have not.
Can I
Yeah.
make an insight check if that's true?
Sure.
True that she hasn't heard of it,
That's correct. I'm
or
checking if
true
she's
that
it's true that.
okay.
Oh, and I don't have disadvantage anymore.
Correct. Y'all are arrested.
Go.
Um, she doesn't seem to be focused on the question very much. And so just doesn't seem to be like,
It didn't ring a bell.
yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, Takara takes out one of the beautifully pre-prepared pamphlets that she's had this entire time. Since
What do I
this is
recognize
important.
the name that
Make
was?
a religion check.
Sure.
And you get religious evangelism, and you get religious evangelism.
15?
Yeah, I mean, a 15 is enough to piece together. You're not super familiar with them, but you recognize the name Havoc. You only remember it because you know that Chikara is a Vargoth, and so you piece together that Havoc is one of the Vargoth gods.
Oh.
That's all the information you have.
We have. We may need to have them following a fire god. Sorry. Something about
Next.
diplomatic religion changes.
Next, you do not have to. You can still learn from a teaching without devoting yourself entirely to one. Yeah.
Fair enough. I understand that deeply.
This is just for you, and he hands it to the lieutenant. Leadership is something that is honed. You don't have to look
I'll
too
retreat
deeply
from.
into it if you don't want, but it's helped me a lot.
Step away for a second.
She'll take the pamphlet and just kind of glance at it.
I leave before even looking at her reaction.
Okay. Core, what are you up to? Oh, you're muted.
Remind, at what distance, when we were first coming up to the camp, did we start to feel like the bad juju vibes that are causing all this restless sleepiness?
So you noticed that when you were first coming into the camp, and then earlier today you left the camp to go take your long rest and then came back. And when you did that out and back, you were really kind of paying attention to it more. And so thinking back to the first time you felt it, you kind of now are able to piece together that the seems to be about it's a radius around the camp that takes about 3 hours walking from the camp to exit.
Okay, so I get the sense that whatever is affecting is centered at the camp itself.
Based on the initial entrance and then the out and back that you did at in the opposite direction, the camp seems to be roughly in the center of that. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. At this point, I would just sort of be offering my assistance to the rest of the kobolds and the dragonborn, maybe repairing the damage that monstrosity caused, and just trying to help them any way that I could.
Yeah. No, you can definitely help rebuild that part of the wall and put up some more of the barricades they had. And as you're doing this, one of the dragonborn walks up to you, and I mean, Core wouldn't probably know this, but it's the drummer from before that was speaking with Sarkovan, and he says, I didn't recognize you at first because of your scales, but you're Core, right? From the culling?
Yes, I suppose that's me.
1 sec. What's
That's the cliffhanger.
See y'all next week. Just cliffhanger Liam's character progression every session.
All right.
For both campaigns.
Now I'm back. He says, he kind of like looks you up and down and says, so, bronze scales, is it? Where'd you get that outfit?
Oh, well, after I abandoned the Bloodstars, I sought to get a bit of a refresh on basically every aspect of my life, and I figured a change in appearance to reflect a newer me would be appropriate. I got it from the alloys, to be exact.
He puts his head in his hand and he says, "You know, everyone thought you were dead, but now you're an ally, and that's worse than death."
Oh, believe me, after spending 20 years dealing with the Blood Stars, there isn't a lot that, comparatively, is worse. Besides, the alloys are good people. Or Dragonborn, suppose. I bet you if they knew you were here, they'd do everything they could to help you. We have the same mission, after all.
Well, I don't know. I've lived in Kruon a long time. I know a bit about brainwashing. I don't know what they've told you, but the Allies are wild revolutionaries. They kill more than they save. If you say they care about us, they'd come help us. Where are they? We've been here for 2 weeks now.
Well, I can assure you this. Almost everything that the Bloodstars told you is either a large stretch of the truth or an outright lie.
Sure, but the Allies haven't proven anything wrong yet that the Bloodstar taught.
Perhaps they just don't know.
Well, if you've been working with them, tell me, name one good thing they've done for us, or Dragonborn in general.
Well, they saved me. I'm trying to do the best I can to save everyone.
Look, I'm sorry. I saw what you did attacking that monster. I appreciate you being here, and maybe the Allies as a whole are wild and reckless, but at least you care. My wife and sons are still in Krulon. I'm happy to be free, but I worry about them. I'd give up my freedom in a heartbeat to get them to safety, but that's not how things turned out.
It wasn't an easy road. It took a long time for me to even get here. I know it's tough having to be patient, waiting for things to get better, but trust me, they will. I know they will.
Let me tell you, I saw some of your fights in the Culling. I'm glad you're on my side.
And I'm glad to stand by you and everyone else as well.
He extends a hand for a handshake.
I grasp enthusiastically.
As you go to reach for his hand, you hear somebody on the other side of the camp shout, "Dragon!" Everybody starts running for tents or encampments, and he kind of looks surprised and he says, "We need to get out of sight! Quick!" And he runs into a nearby tent. Takara and Natalie, you hear this as well. What do you do?
I'm happy to. Oh, can I do anything that helps? No, I don't really have a way to hide us. I'm gonna just peek out of it, get to a tent that I can peek out of. Look for, see if I can make eye contact with the dragon.
Takara?
I will also find a tent, but not super intent on, pun intended, to make eye contact with the dragon.
Okay. Core, are you gonna follow Itabaz or?
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Okay.
And I will also be trying to look at what this dragon is.
Um, and so pretty quick, surprisingly quickly, all of the Dragonborns and Kobold in this camp get out of sight I mean, there's still these buildings and tents and carts and weapons left all over the place, but they're able to at least get out of sight of the sky. Natalie and Core are kind of peeking through a flap in the tent you're in, looking upward. You see a red shape in the sky high above, flying over. It heads past where you are, but then you see it kind of circle back around to fly over the camp again. This time it's lower than it was before, and you can make out the distinct wings and tail of a dragon. What do you do?
Do I have an inkling of an idea what dragon this might possibly be?
Like its identity.
Yes.
Um, make a history check. Um, so you can tell that it is a red dragon. The size is not clear just because you don't like it's a cloudless sky right now. You don't really have any reference point to see like how far it is to tell how big it is. And it's still too far away to make out any identifying features. Um, make a perception check as well, actually. You can tell though that it is a pure red dragon, so it's not the Bloodstar herself, because she
Okay.
is a red and black hybrid. Um, and there are several other red and black hybrids that are kind of some of the more important dragons in her court. This is not one of those. Um,
Okay.
but there are also many pure red dragons that serve her and fight in her armies,
Mm-hmm.
as well as others that you know of that are um, like lone kind of agents who kind of covet her power, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the dragon is going kind of downward now. Um, to
Let
the
me
point.
know if I can ever make eye contact with it.
So it's coming downward at an angle to where it's not going to land in the camp, but it's going to land close, like within 100 feet or so of the camp. I would say it's probably still about 100 feet up in the air at this point, if anybody wants to do anything, or you can wait for it
Again,
to.
I want very badly to make eye contact with it.
Um, make a perception check, I guess, to try to. Yeah, as it's flying, you kind of look upward, and it's kind of scanning the ground below, and it does make eye contact with you.
Yeah. I do my thing, and then I immediately go towards where it's landing. I step out of the tent and wander towards where it's landing.
Okay, Takara was with you, so
I'm gonna just say, "Don't worry about me," and I'm gonna step out.
let me.
Okay.
Alrighty. Core, you see Natalie just walking through the camp in the
I'm
direction to where
gonna
the dragon's
signal to
landing.
anyone I can see, like, "Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Just leave me be."
I will stay in the tent, but keep a close eye and watch if anything happens.
Where am I?
Here's a better. You? You're like asleep 3 hours walk away.
Just making sure.
Here's you get a better look at the dragon. Um, let's see.
I
Natalie,
will whisper.
Mhm.
Sorry. I just say into the sending stone, Lavati, red dragon at camp.
We'll say that y'all had just finished your long rest and are preparing to head back when you get this message, but you're still 3 hours out.
And
But
I
what
will
if I
speak.
run?
2.5 hours.
And I will
Well,
speak into the sending stone. Sarkovan, red dragon, not with the Bloodstar. Hurry!
All right. Natalie, you notice that the dragon is heading towards the orchard area that you had set up, kind of.
Sure,
Um,
sure.
yeah, and
I'm
it
happy to just.
it lands there. Uh, and I'd say you're probably 60 feet away from it. You see it land in the orchard. And it's kind of peering between trees towards the encampment. What do you do?
Uh, we're going to cast suggestion on it
What is your
and
suggestion?
hope this goes. What's the range on suggestion? I hate that it says within 30 feet. I can get up. I can walk 30 feet up to 30 feet away from it. I'm not worried about. Um, I'm not particularly worried about getting detected. I can be detected, but I'm not like worried about it. There we go. Why is my, oh man, playing this character at like level 11 and then being like, now they're level 6 again. It's weird.
What is your suggestion?
My suggestion is that the real threat is the did the um was there a path that the wood choppy guys came down?
Not like a road, but a direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say the real threat to yours is the camp that way.
Okay. So that is a wisdom save.
This, oh god, please, please.
So as you step within 30 feet of the dragon, it looks directly towards you as you see its nostrils like flare.
Yeah.
But then you say this out loud, and the dragon kind of turns its head back and says, "You're right. I've wasted too much time here." And it and it says, "That threat will be destroyed," and leaps into the sky and begins flying southward.
I just wander back to the camp.
Oh.
Conflicted feelings.
Yeah, D&D is a good
The
game.
boulder is.
D&D is a good game. Um,
We salute you, Randall.
I was just a fever dream of a dragon. I come back. I'm like,
Kevin, to be
should be
fair,
no problem.
Randall was at the southern camp. Right?
that's the direction Natalie gave.
Then Randall was in fact at the north camp.
Um, you all see Natalie return to Al-Hadan.
I explain what I did. Uh, I snuck up. I managed to be invisible to the dragon and suggested that they go make trouble for the boys that sent the monster at us. Is that a problem? Is there any? You guys seem to have some connection to that camp. Is there anybody I should warn? I can warn someone specific.
Yeah, Sorkoven should be told. I think Core. I just saw you speak to him. Yeah.
I can check with Sarkovan and then check with the person another person. I have a couple of
Well, he has a sending stone. Oh, I'm not using my accent. What the fuck? He has a sending stone. Free of a spell slot. Do that.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah, I'll send a message to Sarkovan to there's a bad thing coming to the camp that those loggers came from. So we think that they came from the direction of somewhere you've been before?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
They were coming
the
from the
information
south.
about The information about the northern camp, I just remembered, was told to the other party while they were
Y'all
here
could have
focusing on
communicated
that.
that when y'all met up before they went to take their rest. So we'll just say
Yeah.
that
But
Takara knew
it's
about the northern camp as well.
either
Wait,
way,
what's
the
the
dragon is going where it's going. So just in character again. Sarkovan just has someone he knows there. So he, I don't know, maybe he's okay with it, but maybe we should ask him first.
Too late to ask him if he's safe with the dragon going there. Let me know if you
No, but we could warn
get your
maybe
friend.
one person.
So I'll
Friend
message
is a word. Yeah, do that.
I'll message Sharkovan that I've sent a dragon to probably attack the other camp.
His father-in-law. Yeah, do that.
His father-in-law. If that's what it is.
Yep.
Um
Shit.
You sunk my
I,
battleship.
I'll say well, can I send a message to someone I only know the name of like that? I don't know how sending works. And the details, the edge, I don't know the edge cases of when sending works.
Let's look.
Pop that off. That's how I'm talking to Sarkovan.
Wait, why is sending not in your list?
In what list?
Your spell list.
It's right. It's level 3. It's right there. I see it. I'm looking at it. I just casted it.
Oh, it's not in alphabetical order. Um, part of it is in alphabetical order. Creature with which you are familiar.
Yeah, so I'm not familiar.
You're not familiar with this individual.
Okay. Anyway, I'll just send that. I can't send the message to your friend, but or father-in-law, but there's a dragon on the way.
Sarkovan, you can respond with a message of 25 words or less. To Natalie.
I've already woken up.
Yeah. So y'all are preparing to leave, and then y'all got the message about the red dragon. And so y'all
I have
probably...
to go now. I'm heading there now.
So
You have no way to contact him? Well, whatever. That's a person. That's an out of game.
just to kind of establish the positions of everything, Lilvati, Sarkovan, and Tas are 3 hours north of Alhadon. Randall's lumber camp is 6 or 7 hours south of Alhadon. And the dragon is flying there now. So Sarkovan.
So you'll pass through our camp.
Because you kind of have to like wrap around the lake.
How long does my bullshit last?
8 hours.
No. 1 minute. Not long enough.
Yeah. Suggestion is 2 hours. The
What?
invisibility is 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sarkovan, what do you just tell Natalie that you need to go there now?
Okay. I'm going to say we can follow tentatively. From the 3 of us.
Well,
What?
it's gonna take me time before I reach where you guys are anyway.
No, I know. I'm saying we can get there if I'm going to ask the people I'm with. Do you recognize the guy that we want to save?
I remember his face.
So yeah, so if we can get to if I can see him one time, we can send him a message. I can message him like from like outside the camp and be like, maybe the camp is, well, I don't know. Let me clarify with the group that I do know. So is this like, he's the leader of the camp? His father-in-law is the leader of the camp?
Yes.
For lack
That's
of a
what it
better
seemed.
term.
But this is the
That's what
camp
it
that we think is like sending monsters?
Oh yeah, big time.
Um,
It's a complicated arrangement.
Yeah, I have gathered that. Um, this is your old companions like a. This is related to also your old companion's father. No.
Uh,
Yes.
in a way, same
Tangentially.
same organization. Yeah.
Are they all from the father's a coin lord? Yeah, I have dealt with the
Hmm.
coin lords. Um,
Yes.
um,
Although I don't know if you know that. I guess we.
um.
No, I'm not there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the group that just finished their rest are obviously heading back to Al Hadan. Are the other three of you going to wait for them to show up or do something before they get back?
I think I'm gonna wait for them to show.
We can't outrun a dragon.
Nope.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
I would guess
Not
that
as fast as a
it's
dragon.
about twice as fast as we can go, at least, and also without the hindrance of, as crow flies rather than as the
The unladen part.
yeah, um, as the halfling walks. Um, um, sorry, I made it a little complicated.
You didn't know this, so I cannot blame you. We can only react to what has happened. Kara is doing her best to channel what she has been taught by the temples.
But we do think that. Oh fuck, we didn't just talk about like killing them as a favor to the. Did we not just talk about killing them as a favor to the
Yes, but
locals?
with time, perhaps, with getting rid of a threat and murder are two very different. Burninating and neutralizing are two different things. Um,
Fair.
Besides, what are we
um,
supposed to say? Oh, by the way, we sent a dragon to go kill those people. You're welcome, by the way.
I think so. I think that's
that's
absolutely a you're welcome. That's deeply a you're
that's
welcome.
that's also true. I just realized we might now have no proof that the casters were. We
Dealt with
might
by
not have
us.
proof that it was maybe a zone of truth. Anyway, that's a problem for later. Um, I have no way of changing my appearance to give you a vision of this man core.
I need to like. I don't know if
Uh,
giving a vision of him is enough to. I need to like be familiar with him.
Gotcha.
Um, I suspect if I sending to the you as a copy of him, I would send to you.
mm-mm.
Um,
Can't do it anyway.
no, I don't want to cast that. Wait, no, what? Fuck. Well, I did the thing I did.
So you're gonna hang out for the other three to get back? Or
Yeah, I think we're gonna hang out together for the other two to get back. Prepare. Oh, can we prepare? I'm gonna ask if we can prepare any way to get travel quickly. Is there any tools they have to track that the local people have to travel quicker?
they have three riding drakes.
Are they prepared to loan riding drakes? Because I did just send a full ass dragon away from their town. Oh, also, do we think that camp can handle a dragon?
Um,
Probably
I'm not
not.
sure it's
They've been there, yeah.
say that again. Oh, the lumber camp.
The lumber camp. No, this camp I don't know about. Maybe we can together with them, but the lumber camp is the one
Sorry,
I'm afraid of.
I just saw
The
what
lumber
Doctor
camp
said.
couldn't handle a monstrosity.
No, but the castives could, and who knows if they have the ability to ask for help. We've certainly seen them do that before. So it's kind of a crapshoot. We also didn't see walking abominations when we passed through there either, and clearly. So I don't think we are the best judge.
Yeah, I have no clue. I'm gonna wait for these people and try and negotiate at least one or two dragon temporary. I promise to not use them in combat, just to get there quicker and send them back once we have solved the prop, or come back with them as soon as possible.
Lieutenant Ai is grateful that you got the dragon offer passed. Very grateful. Um, she is happy to lend you all three of their riding drakes, but does want to know, like, if you sent the dragon to this place, why are you going there?
We have a person there we would like to not be dead,
Yeah, I
at
mean,
least.
or sorry, I've worked with dragons before. I've planned combat strategies and massive warfare with them. You could go, but by the time you get there, it will be naught but ash and smoke. You have no hope
Shit.
of outracing a dragon.
No, I get you. Shit, and thank you for the note information. Well, we can maybe. I can maybe do. Oh no. Do you have any arc load around? Can I? Is there any arc load in the
Um,
camp?
Uh,
Medgeld
Or in
says,
the party? Is there some 300 arc load I could bum? Okay, we
I
have.
have half. I have half of that.
Is there anyone else with arc load in the party?
I've been trying to ration it. I only have 75 grams remaining.
Sure. And a gram is a gold, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody else have arc load? Anybody else got arc load?
I think. Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure I have arc load, but I'm several steps away from you.
Yeah,
You know who had a lot? Love. I think had some.
sure.
Well, he was
How,
given some and then he destroyed it, but that's another story.
Oh, never mind.
wait, how much do you have? We can maybe, that's what we can do. We can dragon up. I can take two dragons out to you, pick you up, and if people know you have arc load.
Okay, wait. I
I
don't
mean, we
have
could.
that much. I have a
Okay.
whopping 18 arc load.
Oh, then no, that's not enough. And you said you have half what we need. No, so I cannot prepare a revivify for a poor dead man. I don't know.
I take out the setting stone.
I just
Levati,
real
you have
quick want to make sure
any
we don't
armor?
miss on, or Taylor, the potential irony of Randall getting resurrected. Anyway, continue.
We don't have enough arc load around to get it done.
I asked the Levati in the setting stone. Any arc load? The Levati? Do you have any arc load? Perchance? No reason. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I have some, yes.
Would you? How? Do you mind telling me how much?
Why?
It's we. There's a possibility if you have enough that we could resurrect someone who may be cared about by one of our companions who you might be running next to right now. Please.
I'm familiar with how Revivify works, right?
Yeah.
And I'm aware of the situation that, oh fuck, there's a dragon heading there.
Yes. Assuming
yeah.
Sir Coven would have shared that information. After
Yeah,
the
I think I
sentence.
would have dropped that nugget on you.
So you think you can get there within 1 minute of this man dying?
There's a chance, and if I can't, I'll give you back the fucking arc load.
I relay that in setting stone.
We'll
I'm gonna
see.
just I'm gonna take two drakes. No, I'm gonna take a drake out to them to pick up arc load to maybe go back and save somebody from the camp if there's anyone to save.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna go out to the party, on a dragon, pick up arc load, and fly back. I'll take all three just in case. Just in case
Oh,
people want to die.
clarify. When I say riding Drake, let me show you.
He means the one with feet.
Not a flying creature.
Oh, sure. That's fine. That's again good enough. Can I get 3 to go with me, or do I need to? Can 2 people ride on that? Like what's the?
I would say you could fit. You can fit 3 people on one of them.
Oh, then I just
But
okay,
each
2.
each
But
needs one. Each needs a rider to go anywhere.
okay,
Like you
then
can't leave
me and
2 with
someone
just one.
go. Me and I don't care. Somebody, the best animal handler in this group, go out, pick up our friends, come back. And then um, try and save somebody we can from the camp, if we can save someone. And having a favor, they don't need to know I sent the dragon. And having a favor from your uh, coin lord friends may be valuable.
There's in no universe would we ever have a favor from the castives.
But I
Oh, not
appreciate the
the
way that
whole
you.
castives, but someone amongst them, a person, an individual castive that we revive, we might have favors.
Yeah.
Um,
Core, how's your animal rapport?
Well, Mr. Steed, why are you asking?
Pretty neutral, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I'm not much better. Perhaps only one more unit better than that. My steed
that's fine.
obeys me because we are telepathically linked.
That's fine. We can. We don't need an excellent animal handling. Mounts are trained, but it would be nice to have extra.
What's the actual speed of those creatures? I missed it when you put in the.
I don't think
Um,
you said.
so I mean, yeah, like there's a speed number that's like a per round speed, but like moving through the wilderness, you'll be moving faster riding one of these than not.
Would
Um,
I would I assume that my crag cat is of equal or greater speed?
yeah, I'd say it's about the same.
Okay. Well, I'll just ride Freya.
Oh yeah, then we can all 3 go. Actually, we could just all ride the cat. These um drakes, ride out, and maybe pick up friends on the way back. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And off.
Alrighty, so you Freya and 2 drakes, driven by Natalie, Takara, and Kor, head out to pick up Lilvati, Sarkovan, and Tas.
Yeah. How much total arc load do we have when we get there?
First, I need each of you 3 to make, well, except for Takara, I need the 2 of you riding drakes to make animal handling checks.
I have 150 to answer your question.
Hey.
Kor, you've been around these creatures before, but never been trained as a cavalry in the army, so you've always been a little hesitant around them. However, the one that Natalie is riding seems to be sort of like the pack leader of these 3. And so the one that you're riding basically ignores your commands and just follows Natalie's mount. So y'all are able to make pretty good pace. The party reconvenes after about an hour of travel towards each other.
And then we're
Uh,
just gonna. Do we have 300 total arc load?
Are you
Levant?
asking the party?
Yes,
Are you?
that is a question for the party.
I'm intentionally not answering that question.
I got 150.
I need this to know if this is a waste of. Well, whatever. We can maybe help them with or without the arc load. Let's go. I'm just gonna head. We just haul ass back to the other camp, see if we can save anyone as an afterthought.
alrighty. Unless anyone else is doing anything after reconvening, you travel back the way you came. Uh, another hour. You reach Al Hadan just as the sun sets. So it is
We all
night.
slept
Yeah,
weird times,
you're
right?
all long rested. You rested like
Yeah.
during the day. So just right now it is nightfall, and you probably have 4 or 5 hours of travel southward to reach the lumber camp.
Anybody have light?
I can cast produce flame, but I don't got the light spell exactly.
I mean, a torch will do. I can.
Yeah.
I assume I have somewhere in here a torch.
Yeah, I got those.
Hey, look, torch. I'll just light up a torch and continue on.
Alrighty. So are Natalie and Core continuing to lead the Drakes, or
I'll swap out for core.
My plus is +4. Anyone got better than +4?
I do.
Oh, sure. So that's the one swap out.
alrighty? And then Sir Coven, do you want to?
I will.
Sorry, go ahead.
I will offer Freya to Sarkovan if he wants it.
I'd rather you be on her.
If you say so, she will listen to you.
I would say she can fit 2 people.
Oh well. Hold on to my hips, boy. All right.
Alrighty, and Toss will ride behind Natalie.
Sure.
So I need Lilvati and Natalie to make animal handling checks.
Actually, let me features. Don't I have? Yeah, we're gonna not fuck this one up.
Nice.
What's proficiency is 2 still?
3 at this level.
3 though. Sweet. So add 3 to this.
It should have a little pop-up where you can type in a 3 modifier. Maybe for skill checks, I'm not sure.
+3. That go?
Nice. All right. Yeah, the mounts are well trained. Follow your orders. Lilvati, you've never ridden a creature like this before, but your druidic nature gives you an innate sense of fellowship with animals, and this seems to be no different. Now we're gonna have the whole party make survival checks, as this will be a travel segment.
Chris, can I get a time check on that Fey blessing?
All right, so it was 48 hours from when it happened.
It's you said last 16 hours since the start of or since the end of last session, I think.
Okay,
So
since there were 2 separate long rests, I'd say that it's over. So you no longer have
okay.
the Fey blessing. Um,
Missing core. Core. I'm sorry. Fuck. Not core.
Sir Coven.
No. The person who's not Joe.
Oh, yeah, I'll roll first. Toss.
Hey, nice.
Way to survival.
Oh, that's a nice thing.
And then Sir Coven. This kind of represents like everyone keeping an eye out for danger, pointing out places where y'all traveled before, or things like that.
Well, not great.
Alrighty.
Shouldn't it be 6?
That's 6.
Oh, there's 6. Oh yeah, there's a 6 up at the top. A
6, 6, 15, 8, 11, 19.
Alright,
Wait, what did I fucking roll?
You rolled a 2, I think.
The worst roll. A 1 is much better than a 2. Oh, did anyone roll a 1?
No.
Okay. Call it out if you roll a 1.
Alrighty. Wait 1 second. So, as you're heading southward, you pass a bit of rocky terrain as you navigate between some cliffs. when you're doing your best to keep speed, but also not drive your mounts to the point of exhaustion. Um, and as you're running, uh, something leaps off of one of these cliffs and crashes into uh, Lilavati. Let's
I have a side
see.
question.
And then, okay, go ahead. Yes.
How much does a 19 passive perception affect that?
Um, let's see. Whoa, hold on.
Same on an 18? Question mark.
It rolled a 22 stealth.
Nice. Well done, asshole.
Um, alrighty. So, yeah, I'll give you a name. 12 misses, I assume, Lilavati,
Yes.
as this large white furred cat-like creature leaps past, and you duck underneath as it dives over you and lands in front of the party. And it looks like this. As it turns to you, its mane opens up, and there's this dazzling display of colors, and I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Who is next to Tokara?
It should be
Takara and
pretty much, I think,
Sirkovan.
everyone.
Well, no, because your mounts are large, so you're not immediately adjacent to each other, but Sirkovan gets the bonus because Sirkovan is riding with Takara.
How
Even
do you
with
make a?
even with a 10-foot radius, it's still too far.
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, if you were like very bunched up, I would say you could get the bonus to more people, but there's no reason to do that since you weren't expecting this attack.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll for Task.
I have to remember what that is. Give me 1 second, Taylor. Sorry.
You click on the if you just click on wisdom, there's two options: ability check and saving throw, and you can just click saving.
So we still need.
Yeah, I was looking.
One, two,
I was looking for my aura
oh,
bonus.
Takara.
Um,
Your aura
It's
bonus is
your-
included in your saves, Takara. So, but it's your charisma
right.
cost.
I was.
I mean,
Yeah,
Sirkovan
I was
rolled a
just gonna
19,
tell
which is
Taylor.
enough.
Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'll hurry it up.
No, you're good. We just like to spout information we know.
Everyone except Toss, or maybe I'll have Toss roll next time to see. For a moment, you're amazed by this dazzling display of color and light, as this creature's hypnotic mane emanates around it. But you're able to shake off the effect as you realize this is a predator and it sees you as its prey. You have urgent business, but this beast stands in your way, and that's where we'll pick up next time.
Oh.